boxes departed the Virgin Islands, destined for a Miami address. We did some examinations on the packages, and during the x-rays, determined some anomalies that were inside. So it's sealed up. Let's see if I can open it up. Inside, there's cake and frosting, and it smells like carrot cake. Yep. Appears to be cocaine. They have their emblem to identify which organization it belongs to, where it's going. So we'll do the next one. It has the same narcotics inside. The same emblem. So it looks like it comes from the same drug trafficking organization. This is unique. Since I have been here in Miami, I have not seen anything smuggled in cake. They're very inventive when it comes to it. Let me just weigh this. That's 4 keys. Each key approximately is running about 28 to 30,000. Today, an undercover officer will attempt to deliver these packages. Our ultimate goal is to figure out who's going to receive it and what their involvement is.
Did you make any purchases that you're bringing back today? Okay.
You didn't buy anything, no gifts, souvenirs, no postcards, nothing.
Where are you guys traveling from?
Milan.
Milan. Did you guys make any purchases of any kind?
Nope.
The most important thing you want to find is narcotics. But this year, it's been a very big focus on merchandise. Currently, we have Milan on the floor. That's a big flight for people who purchase a lot of items abroad and don't declare it.
You bring anything back from your trip? Any purchases that you made abroad? Total value, what do you think?
150 bucks.
Perfect. Have a good night, guys.
When you spend a lot of money abroad, you pay a higher amount of duty. It's an import tax. Can I see your passport?
Yes.
All right, just follow me for a minute, all right?
Sure.
So you spent 14,000.
Yep. I spent 20. So I'm just declaring.
Okay. Do you have all the receipts?
I put everything in here for you.
Perfect.
$460 is a bracelet. $1,900, that's the leather suitcase. Red
Okay.
one.
So leather luggage is 8%.
So it's an 8% tax? I didn't realize it's so much.
It all depends on what the item is and what it's made out of. Because the purpose of duty is to protect the economy. So if we have a big stake in something,
Oh, I got it.
the tariff rate is going to be higher because we want you to buy in the United
I
States.
got it. That makes sense. $1,740 is a sweater.
Sweater.
I know it's an expensive sweater, but it's a really nice sweater.
Sometimes you got to treat yourself,
A
right?
really bad year, and so, you know what, it's sometimes good to just enjoy it.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, when our show is over, you can't take any of it with you, so you might as well enjoy it while you're here.
My mother-in-law this year and lived with us, and that's what made me think, you know what, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Exactly.
I'm going to buy my sweater. I like this sweater.
I agree with that 100%. My condolences. So when you add up all of your duty, the thing
Grand total.
is $915.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. You're all set, and thank you for declaring, all right? When we see people doing the right thing, it's kind of shocking because we're so used to people not declaring, but we want to get them out of the inspection area as fast as possible so we can get back out to the floor to get the people who aren't doing the right thing.
Let's see what else we have.
Right now, we're at an off-site location at Miami International Airport.
Let's flip it over.
We're going to be inspecting some in-transit mail. In-transit mail is mail that's entering the U.S., but it's not intended to stay here. It's going somewhere else. We pick a country and we target that country. Today, we picked the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic, most likely, we're looking for cocaine. Let's do one bag at a time. Let's not rush it. I find it great, we don't, we let it go. Yeah, that one's good.
Good to go. Nothing? This is like an Easter egg hunt, you know?
I don't trust this. Hey, that last one.
Let's take a look.
This is some type of mechanical part. Looks like a actuator pump or something. It looks weird. It has like a thickness inside. Let's pass it through again. There's something about it. It's got like a weird shade to it. I'm not sure. I figured I'd take a chance.
Let's look at it.
Yeah.
Set it aside. Let's see what else we have. Hit it.
It's good.
What is that?
Yeah, let me look at that. It's a drum, some type of drum, musical instrument. This one's going to Chile. What does it look like that? There's definitely something there. I just don't know what it is. There's something wrong there. When you look at the image, it looks like there's something under this rim right here. It could be glue, it could be anything, but it doesn't look right. We're gonna take it back to the shop.
So we got 2 parcels. We noticed some unusual densities. So we're gonna take it back to our shop, drill it, and see if there's something in there.
All right, guys, thank you for being here. These 2 boxes right here, they were intercepted by CBP, and that's what we're delivering today. The location, it's an apartment building on the 2nd floor. Hopefully someone's there to take the package from us. But if there's no one there, they could leave the box right outside the door and it'll be clearly visible from the parking lot. We're gonna set up surveillance, monitoring the package. If it moves, we'll follow it wherever it goes, and we'll go from there. Inside the cake that's going to be delivered, there's no actual drugs in there. We went out and we purchased sheet cake and recreated the cake by hand. It was a little challenging. I've never made a cake in my life, but I fought through it, and we'll see if it works. The goal is to interview the individual and see what information we can get from them as far as the supplier. Usually there's bigger fish, and what we get is towards the bottom of the totem pole, and we'll work our case up from there. So this is our target location. We're gonna set up right in front of the apartment to keep an eye on the packages once delivered. Best case scenario is they go into the box and retrieve the bricks. Worst case scenario, the boxes are placed outside with a return to sender. Package just arrived at target location.
Oh, Nelly.
The boxes are dropped off at the front door. It's like fishing. You throw the line out there, and then all of a sudden,
All right, here we go. We got a guy coming up. Target is a little over 6 feet. He has a beard. Here we go. All right, here we go. We got a guy coming up.
male with a black t-shirt came out of our target location.
He's standing there. He's looking at the boxes. He has not taken them inside yet. He's texting on his phone right now.
One package just went in.
One package is inside.
Second package is
He's
going
picking
inside.
up the second one. Second package is inside. Oh, he's out. He has both boxes with him. Looks like he's locking his door. He's walking down the stairs.
He's gonna load the boxes up into his car and we'll follow him out.
Has the phone with him, doesn't seem to be paying much attention to anything.
He's headed out, so we're gonna see where he leads us.
Good old France. You bring anything back from your trip? Did you make any purchases?
Like t-shirts, I have a couple of t-shirts.
Total value, what do you think?
50 bucks.
All right. Have a good night, man. Get home safe. Hey, ma'am, see your passport? Do you have anything to declare today? Any purchases that you might have made abroad? Any gifts that you're bringing back? Nothing. All right, just follow me real quick. All right, so these are all your bags, right?
Yes,
Everything
sir.
in the
Yes,
bags belongs to you,
Yes.
and you have nothing to declare.
Everything's in
Okay, you made no
sir.
purchases.
It's mine.
All right.
Those are all mine.
How was your trip? Good?
We had a good time.
That's good.
Paris is the, passion.
No kidding. Yeah. Good.
As you can tell, I like Chanel.
There's nothing wrong with that. These are all old bags or new bags?
They're my stuff. This is all my stuff.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Old or new?
No, that means it's old.
Okay. So, listen. I asked you if you bought anything, did I not? The answer is yes.
Okay.
I also asked you about the Chanel, and you said it's yours, right?
Yeah, it's mine.
Do you want to elaborate? Is it new?
No,
Yes.
Yes, I bought the Chanel, yes.
Yes. It's new, right?
Yeah.
So how come when I asked you, your response was no?
I don't know, I just got nervous.
It's a big deal. We're not talking about a couple $100. I found a receipt for $4,000 worth of stuff. So the 2 bags I had in my hands were the 2 bags that you bought.
Yes, well, whatever that says, obviously.
Technically, what's supposed to happen is about $1,000 in penalty for not declaring the stuff. Do you understand?
Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
$1,000?
You spend $4,000 that you did not declare.
Sir,
Listen. Stop talking. Let me stop talking.
But it's not like I'm
It's
not a
not.
bad person.
That
Like,
has nothing to do with it.
I know, but like,
Listen to me. Stop talking. Relax. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to pay that fine. But I'm not doing that. If you want to sit here and argue with me, I'll be more than happy for you to pay the penalty.
Sir, I'm absolutely not arguing. I'm just.
Okay, but I need you. But you should be upset at yourself for not doing it the right way. I gave you plenty of opportunities to say that you did buy something. You flat out lied to me, and I'm still giving you an opportunity to amend your declaration. Listen, it is what it is. I'm using my discretion because I looked at the big picture, I looked at their travel history, really not much travel. So what I'm gonna choose to do is just charge her to duty. It's 235. Hopefully she learned her lesson today, but we'll see. If you do this again, I can't help you. You understand? I'm not telling you you can't buy stuff, but you need to declare the stuff that you're bringing. You understand?
Yes.
All right. You all set, you're free to go. All right.
Sorry about that.
No worries, that happens.
Let's see what we got on the x-ray today. We're gonna inspect both pieces now that we found suspect on the airfield.
It's a drum going to Chile. Nothing surprises anymore. Speakers, radios, hard drives, electronic equipment, TVs, you name it, we've seen it loaded. We keep seeing a little bit of uneven thickness right here. I'm gonna make a small drill hole, see if I can get a sample of what's in there.
Let's see what we have.
Huh? Now, why is white powder coming out of that one? I don't know if it's just the material that I drilled or if it's a narcotic. So I'm gonna test it, see what happens. It's a computerized drug test kit. It has a built-in library of all the known narcotics, thousands of files. You can see the laser. No match. This one was a negative. It looks like it's resin. It smells like plastic. So all we look for is anomalies, anything that looks strange. Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But we keep trying.
That's him.
Yep.
He's east on 16, about to go north on 102 Ave. Yeah, he's taking it.
Purr, baby, purr.
You make a right turn on Southwest 89.
What lane?
And lane number 5.
Lane 5.
I don't know where he went.
Lost him?
He's in the ballpark.
You went to the post
Running to the post office.
Worst case scenario. Yeah, he could be dropping off the boxes at the post office and just simply say it was dropped off at his house and it's not his. So I'm gonna go into the post office and see if I can figure out what he's trying to do with those boxes. So we are at the post office. I was inside with the subject. He's dropping it off, sending the package through priority mail.
All right, target is out of the post office, empty-handed. We are not gonna follow him.
The subject's just one of the middle people that's part of this organization.
Stand by. Danny's gonna go in first.
He's going so far.
We'll just hold off until we get as high as possible, and then we'll try to encounter him again at a later date. Yes, sir. Okay, so we were able to recover the package, and saw it was headed to an address in Georgia. Now that we know the package is going to Georgia, we'll reach out to our counterparts in Atlanta. It's like an onion, a bunch of layers, and you just start peeling it. Hopefully we can reach to whoever's up on the top of this.
Do you have any foreign currency or just US dollar?
How much cash are you traveling with today?
A couple $100.
All right, good stuff.
Any currency over $10,000?
It's around 1,000.
Okay. The law is you report currency over $10,000.
How long are you gonna be here?
3 weeks.
3 weeks? All right, nothing over $10,000?
No.
When you fail to declare that money, 9 times out of 10, it's someone's personal money and they just were afraid. But what we're looking for is any nefarious purposes.
Your wife, she carry money as well or no?
Yeah, I give it to her.
Are you laundering money? Are you smuggling money? Is the money drug related? Is it related to human trafficking? So our job is to find it and seize it.
Passport. Ajá, ¿de dónde viene? Colombia. Sí. Okay, man. He's coming from a source country for narcotics, so we would definitely want to do an inspection on the passenger. ¿Estas son todas tus maletas? Sí. ¿No cargas comida, frutas, vegetales, alcohol, tabaco?
No.
¿Más de $10,000?
No.
¿Cuánto tiempo estuviste fuera del país?
2 semanas.
¿Haciendo qué?
Bueno, yo por lo menos vendí un carro que tenía allá.
¿Qué es esto? La plata.
Sí. Les dije que le vendió el carro.
¿Cuánto tienes?
Bueno, son $8,000. Menos de 10,000.
¿No tienes más plata en otro lugar?
No.
Ahorita vendiste el carro, ¿verdad? Es lo que quise vender. ¿Has vendido otras cosas antes de esto?
Sí, un negocio que era de la familia, un salón de belleza.
Sí. ¿Tú nunca has traído más de $10,000 a Estados Unidos?
En una oportunidad se me pasó y hice el procedimiento. Yo traía 9,000 algo, pero se vino una cantidad de colombianos, de pesos colombianos. Entonces, al sumar eso, se pasó como $500, $600.
Okay, ya puedes guardar aquí, okay? The fact that this wasn't his first time bringing large amount of money into the United States, we're gonna talk to him a little bit more. No, recoge todas tus maletas. Vamos a hablar en un cuarto más privado, okay? So, coge todo y sígueme, okay? I wanted to verify why he had that money on him and where that money was coming from.
The backstory is these 2 packages were sent from the U.S. Virgin Islands, and they were intercepted in Miami. There was approximately 2 kilos of cocaine and cakes on top with a bunch of frosting. It's pretty crazy. So today we're doing a controlled delivery. I feel confident that this is probably going to be the final destination, but we're going to deliver it and see where we go from there. All right, break. Our best case for today would be we make the delivery, the packages go inside the house, and we go ahead and search the residence, hopefully find either proceeds or more narcotics inside the house. We want to figure out how that drug trafficking operation runs. So we got our target house. There are actually some windows open up top, and we have a vehicle at home. All right, a Mercedes is in the driveway now. Go time, so hopefully everything goes as planned.
just pulling up now. He's opening the door to walk to the front.
Copy. So I can see our undercover actually walking up to the house with one of the packages right now.
One, walk into the house with it. Delivering package now. So he made contact, gave the first package, he said the name, and the guy replied yes. Second package
just went in too. Both packages were delivered to a young. Oh, he's coming out with the boxes.
Front door is open.
We gotta move.
Both boxes are going to the Mercedes. Definitely getting movement on the packages.
Came right out of the house, put him in the car, and is on the move.
High T's out the driveway and moving pretty quick.
We'll follow, see what we come up with.
Coming up on Queens River Drive. It's gonna about 55.
You ran the stop sign there, but we'll get behind him.
Pick it up. He's going about 60 miles an hour.
I don't know if he's detected anything or if he's just driving crazy. Just see where he goes, but he's driving like a maniac.
Aquí cuánto tienes? 100, 200, 300, 400. So ahorita vamos a hacer el total. 8,389. Bueno. So the subject was traveling with about $8,400. Okay, nomás tú guardas todo el dinero. They are allowed to bring up to $10,000 without actually declaring it. Toma asiento, okay? But in this case, we wanted to verify where that money was coming from. ¿Qué vendiste ahorita?
Un carro,
¿Qué tipo de carro?
una Toyota,
¿De qué año?
15.
¿Y lo vendiste por qué?
Bueno, realmente pues, el año no ha sido muy bueno. Tengo un negocio pequeño en Florida de accesorios, iPhones, cosas así. Pero me robaron
En Florida.
en Florida.
Ok. ¿Cuándo te robaron a ti?
El 1 de noviembre.
¿Y qué robaron?
Me robaron el
¿Cuántos teléfonos?
31.
31 iPhone. ¿De qué iPhones?
11,
11.
11, todos Pro Max.
¿Cómo cuánto es eso en plata que perdiste ahí?
Casi 50.
50,000.
50, por eso fue el investigador, hay un investigador asignado a eso. Pues yo hice el reporte con la policía.
Ok, so este negocio no te está yendo muy bien.
No.
Entonces tenías que regresar a Colombia a tratar de vender el carro, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ok. Ok, ya puedes empacar todo y ya podemos salir, ¿ok? Te deseo buena suerte, ¿ok? We had just make sure that his story made sense and the fact that his behavior was consistent and calm, and based on the fact that he did say that they did file a police report on the items that were stolen. That to me seems very legitimate. So he was let go.
Dominican Republic to Brussels. When we checked it in the field on the mobile X-ray machine, it looks like it had some density inside this tube right here. I have no clue what this is, you know? But We do know a little bit about mechanics and stuff like that, and we look for things that don't add up to us. And anytime we see a hollow cylinder, that doesn't look good to us, because that's where you're gonna hide stuff. I'm gonna run it through this X-ray now. So we're gonna try to find out if that's something that's supposed to be there or if it's not. It's got some weird density. You can see little gaps. This looks like something that would be going in and out, but when you look at it, the rod doesn't go all the way through. It's like a fake tip. Now comes the fun part. We gotta figure out how to take it apart. Woo!
This is solid.
But this is not.
Right,
this is hollow. Okay, we can cut the cap off. Yeah. Easy. There we go. Yeah. Easy. There you go. It's packed to the rim. There we go. Right there. I think we got coke, bro.
That's not supposed to be inside a metal cylinder.
Take a sample. Cocaine hydrochloride. Okay. We're like little kids, we're happy. We play a game of hide and seek all day long. It's fun when we find something. We're gonna try now to take the narcotics out to try to get an accurate weight. And we'll just push it through. Another brick. The reason we were having a hard time with the X-ray is they were smart. It's an aluminum tube. We should be able to see an aluminum tube pretty good. But they were smart. They lined it with lead.
What protects you from X-rays? Pure lead. So they decided to basically line the billet aluminum with this lead piece to try to like make it seem like if it's just a regular piece of aluminum to prevent us from looking inside. But my friend over here is smarter than the average bear. He's been doing this for a while. So yeah, we went fishing, we got a fish today.
They're good at what they do. Today we were better.
The price of cocaine getting it to Europe, it's about triple the price of what it is in Miami. So that just makes the seizure so much more relevant just because we know we made a dent today into their profits.
But the important thing is, it's not getting on the streets. So it's all that matters.
How much?
Maybe 8,500.
8,500?
Korea about to be here. How you doing? Any currency over $10,000? You just step down here for me. All right, so I'm gonna just take a look at your carry-on. Any checks, traveler's checks?
No.
I stopped the passenger off the South Korea flight from Seoul, which is a source flight for undeclared currency. I asked how much he was traveling with, and he declared $350. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick look at some of your bags, all right? What are these? Are they a traveler's check?
This one?
Yeah, what is it?
Cashier's check.
Cashier's check. The 8 cashier's checks total 160 million Korean won, which when you convert it to US dollars, it's $136,082. So that's a big discrepancy from the $350 declared to me initially.
When it comes to undeclared currency, you're talking about money laundering and possibly tax evasion.
Okay, I make mistake, okay? I keep that wallet, you know, so I forgot.
Okay. So you didn't tell me about them because you forgot about them?
Yeah.
It wasn't that you didn't...
Yeah, all the time I keep here, so I don't know.
It's hard to believe that an amount of money at that level, you don't know it's in your pocket.
What are you gonna do with this?
This is bank guarantee check.
So you're gonna take this directly to the bank and put it in the bank deposit?
Yeah.
When you get here, you gonna do it here?
No. I'm not using here. Why are you using this money in America? This one is my money, right? Yeah, my money. But,
So how long have you had this?
yeah, 2-3 years.
So you just have $150,000 in your wallet at all times.
When you fail to declare over 100,000, there's something up about it. All right, let's go do a pat down real quick. Take this with you. We're gonna go into the room. Have a seat for a minute.
I don't know if he's detected anything or if he's just driving crazy.
Right turn go on. Going into it, Mark. Circling right back around. Making a right again on me and then you turn out.
Yeah. So he did a maneuver, which we call a heat check. He pulled into this apartment complex and then abruptly started flying down the road, which is a maneuver trying to detect law enforcement. Y'all can roll up this way. Yeah. Rather him get spooked and maybe kill somebody on the road. I have a feeling he's gonna bail out and run. You feel comfortable to pull it now?
I'm probably gonna get him stopped here just a second. He stopped.
He's out of the car.
Taking the boxes out.
The boxes are out of the car right now, and it looks like he's taking them towards another house. Turn on the lights. We didn't even plan for this. We didn't even plan for this.
You got it. He had the box and he's out of the car. I think he was dropping his gazebo down there. Saw me go back in the car to haul ass, and then
Okay.
Roy stopped him right here.
He's in custody right now. Our guys all did a great job in stopping him from getting out on the main roads. We're just doing an inventory of the car. The cake is sitting here. So obviously he got into it and saw what was in here. Hey, can I get somebody to run a handgun? He did have a loaded gun. It's a Glock 17 9mm. That was another threat to us, so it's good that we went ahead and took him down when we did. It's still a work in motion. Now we're gonna go back and search the residence.
We did a pat down. The pat down was negative. Who did you say is coming?
Kim, the female officer?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she speaks and reads Korean, so she'll get a better read on everything.
Okay, all right.
왜냐면 오실 때 다 하지 않았어요. 다 말을 쓰면 안 해주셔서 되게 거기에 거듭나는 주제가 사실 크다고 해서.
We have an officer who is of Korean descent, and she's currently interviewing the subject to understand why he didn't declare the money, purpose of the money, and whether he's telling the truth or not.
He started telling me like he's been doing business for 30 years, he pays taxes. He wasn't even aware that it was in there because he had it for so long. And I started thinking this guy is...
And this is just a misunderstanding. You said that you forgot it was in there. I don't know how true that is, but being that you failed to declare the money when you came into the country, you violated the law. It's over $100,000. It's a lot for us to overlook. So we're gonna seize the money today, but you'll have the opportunity to get the money back at a later date. You have to prove where the money comes from, what account the money is in, and there was no nefarious purposes. You can get all of it back, or you may not get any of it back. It depends on how you plead your case. Okay? You understand?
Okay. Good.
So it's saying that a total of $136,082 in cashier's checks was found today. The small amount that you declared to me, that all stays with you. It's just the checks we're taking, okay? This currency seizure is one of, if not the biggest currency seizures inbound that we've had this year. There was no info that we had prior about this individual. It was a complete cold stop. So it was a great job by the team as a whole. And it makes us more motivated to go out the next day to keep working hard.
Thank you.
Okay. Just make sure next time you declare your money, okay? All right.
We found some electronics, some paperwork, and then found a large quantity of U.S. currency. I think there were 4 of them that were labeled 5K for $5,000. This was very successful. Had a lot of working parts, but the team worked well together. With all the evidence we gathered here, we're going to be in contact with Miami HSI to see what connection there is between this guy and the guy that actually picked up the package in Miami. Even though it may seem small that we just took down one target, it's really huge in a large scope of dealing with drug trafficking organizations.
For a record 11th time, South Florida will welcome the Super Bowl back to Miami in 2020. Needless to say, this will bring a whole lot of people here to South Florida.
Are you attending?
Yeah.
You're going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
We got the Super Bowl on Sunday, so we know a lot of people are gonna wanna party. So we know the smugglers are gonna wanna get in a piece of that.
See your passports? Where are you going today?
We're looking for narcotics and illegal activities such as human trafficking and prostitution.
And you live here?
I live in Boston.
In Boston?
We're trying to have our community safe, so let's get to work. We're at our arrival gate of a flight coming from Medellin, Colombia. We brought a bunch of officers out here. We're gonna interview as many people as we can. Pasaporte en las manos, señores. Hola, señorita, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Viajan juntos?
We got some intel of a person of interest. She may be tied to people that are dealing narcotics, or sometimes that organization also profits off of prostitution.
Mucho gusto. Señores, pasaporte.
better. Síguelo ahí, por favor.
Coming from Colombia. Mostly we look for club drugs, ecstasy, coke, and ketamine. And the new drug that's coming out now is called 2C. It's very popular now.
¿Tú lo empacaste?
Sí.
¿Todos los contenidos suyos? Sí. Right now, we're just gonna see if narcotics-wise, she has anything on her, and we'll go from there. Vamos por ahí.
All right, tonight we're gonna do a controlled delivery. Basically, we were contacted by HSI Mobile. They intercepted a truck battery.
The truck battery was smuggled across the southwest border, and then it was gonna head up this way into Atlanta. The driver, he admitted that he was transporting narcotics in a hollowed-out battery. Didn't know what kind of narcotics he was carrying, but agreed to cooperate with us.
They're gonna contact their source, and source to hopefully drive out here and take custody of the battery. Once we get a little bit away from the meet location, we're going to apprehend whoever's in the vehicle at the time.
We don't know who's coming, so just be alert, watch for counter surveillance, and just anything that's out of the ordinary. All right, let's take a look at the battery. In Mexico, they have plants that just make these batteries specifically to transport narcotics. Heroin, coke, meth.
Somebody got any alligator clips? Put on this thing, see if it's hot.
See if it sparks.
What they'll do is they'll hollow out the cells inside the battery, and they put a huge metal plate at the bottom of the battery because batteries are heavy, so they don't want them to feel light.
So it sparks.
From that, they'll go ahead and put a motorcycle battery in there. So if somebody comes up there and checks the battery, they'll still get 12 volts and think it's normal. We don't know what's in the battery. There's really no way of us finding out without tearing the battery up, because everything's sealed tight like it's factory made. So that's just something we'll have to find out later. All right, that's it.
Okay.
The cooperator has the battery in his truck, and he's gonna try to bring it to the predetermined location. Our plan is to set up around this local business. Hopefully we'll see an exchange between two vehicles. The guy comes up, picks up the battery, but we just received this information 6 hours ago. We have no clue at all who's picking up anything, which is the scariest part of this job, because we don't know their criminal history. We don't know if they're bringing guns to the meet, but that's what our group does best, is we rally up when we need to. Make sure everybody does everything right, make sure everybody goes home.
¿Alguien te dio algo para traer? Perfect. Right now, we're just digging into her bags to see if she has any narcotics on her. ¿Por cuántos días es?
Voy a quedarse el primero.
Un mes. Pero traes poquita ropa para un mes.
No, ahí hay muchísimo, vas a ver.
¿Qué es eso, maquillaje?
Sí, me gusta mucho el maquillaje.
Wow. Me he quedado aterrado. ¿Cómo cabe tanta cosa aquí adentro? Eres artista, cosmetóloga.
School teacher.
Creo que ya saqué todo. Espera un momentico, no empaque la maleta, vamos a verificar algo. Do this one?
Yeah.
He's testing a few little bottles to see if it tests positive for any type of narcotic. It was negative, so I'm satisfied with the bag. Narcotics-wise, we didn't find anything, but she's a subject of interest, and the guy she's linked to sometimes leans to prostitution. So that might be the other avenue we're digging into to see if maybe she's coming for that. Maybe he's running narcotics and girls.
Is she a renegade too? We just got one.
Yeah.
Operation Renegade is an effort here at the airport to identify foreign travelers that are seeking to engage in the illicit sex industry.
And deeming that it is Super Bowl weekend, we're getting a lot of girls that are coming to work. So we're gonna ask her further questions. If it turns out to be nothing, so be it. But if it does, I hope we get some good intel to disrupt these human trafficking and prostitution organizations.
Siento que maté a alguien.
Que nada debe, nada teme.
This is the parking lot where the transaction is supposed to occur, where the cooperator is going to meet with the source. So we're going to spread out through the parking lot and some other local businesses in the area. Altogether, we've got somewhere right around 20 agents doing this controlled delivery this evening.
The cooperator will be pulling down into Walmart in a couple minutes. I told him to tell him around the Dollar Tree.
I wonder if we can park over here and get a long eye. I don't want to get too long.
All right, the white Dodge parked directly in front of Dollar Tree, about 2 rows out.
The cooperator was instructed where to park in the parking lot here. The truck has arrived and is standing by now waiting for the unknown source here in Atlanta to meet with them.
He's keeping his headlights on. I'm guessing he's doing that so whoever's coming can figure out where he is. And a vehicle pulling up to the truck. Passed on by. This store has blue lights flashing. Uh-oh. They got a uniform car sitting there.
The cops probably inside for a shoplifting or something.
If the person who's supposed to pick up the battery sees lights, it may spook them, and then they won't show up.
They got a uniform car sitting there.
The cops probably inside for a shoplifting or something.
Okay, guys, bad guys are a hard no. They will not come out tonight. They want to meet early in the morning.
I can guarantee you that the bad guys just got spooked by the police activity in the area. We're gonna come back in the morning, probably pretty early, and get things started again. You know, unfortunately, we're on doper time, and sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it doesn't. It's gonna go. It's just gonna go tomorrow.
Approximately a year ago, we used camera footage of CCTV to identify a possible courier that came in pre-cleared from the Bahamas. He did not have to pass through customs. He did not have a checked-in bag. He went down to the baggage carousel, took a bag off, and then got into a taxi. Through our follow-up investigation, we confirmed the bag was loaded with kilos of cocaine. So it is our belief that there is an internal conspiracy at the airport in Nassau, Bahamas. The drugs are being introduced by a person that works at the airport. That bag with cocaine then flies to New York's JFK airport. Then it's coming down the domestic side here, where the courier is taking it away, and then the drugs are handed off to the local distributor. This is a picture of the courier from last year. He's pretty distinguishable with his striped shirt. Because it's like a bumblebee, we called him the Busy Bee. This is the first time he's coming back to New York since then, and only staying until Saturday. So we believe he's smuggling cocaine again today.
We're gonna try and catch some bad guys tonight. We're gonna do surveillance. Everybody's gonna be in plain clothes, right, but have some sort of police marking.
We'll follow him till he gets to the baggage carousel. We'll see if he picks up a suitcase, and at that point, we'll hit him before he gets to the elevator for the taxi.
All right, counter surveillance, be on the lookout for it. We're gonna get moving.
She seems too clean for comfort. Maybe she's new to the game. They're testing her out first.
She's here for Super Bowl weekend, so I don't want to sound rude, but she looks kind of young. Maybe someone's sick fantasy.
It's messed up, but it's true.
We know that some of the vulnerable females from South America get picked up by the cartels, and they sometimes are forced into prostitution. So in this case, we're trying to make sure that she's safe and trying to see exactly what's going on.
¿Qué haces? Yo trabajo para este colegio.
¿Qué haces?
Inglés para niños.
¿Dónde te quedas en Miami?
Friend, Debbie. Yo voy a quedarme en la casa de Debbie.
Where is she?
She's from here.
¿Y la amiga que se dedica a ella?
Ella vive con el esposo.
Soy ella que ella es ama de casa.
Sí, ella.
¿Cuándo te invitaron para venir?
Lo teníamos programado por el Super Bowl.
¿Van a ir a ver el Super Bowl allí en el estadio?
No, hay varias fiestas.
Pues son muy amigas.
Sí, nos
con Debbie.
Hemos viajado. Te voy a mostrar en Instagram.
We found a social media account where she seemed to have taken a lot of high-end type professional photos.
París, Holanda.
She takes trips around the world. She has a very prestige group of friends that have money.
She travels a lot for a teacher. Those trips are paid for because teachers don't make that much in Colombia.
We're trying to verify how she's able to afford all this travel. If she can explain that, it will help us verify her story.
Who bought your ticket for this trip?
No. Porque aquí nadie hace de gratis nada. Yo pago mis cosas, mi ticket lo compré yo, entonces yo no me pago. Pues es que es muy amiga mía. Y la otra vez que vine estuve en la casa de ella.
¿Y la última vez que viniste?
Vine con un cantante que me metió.
Porque estabas viajando con un cantante. ¿También eres cantante usted o...?
Yes.
Do you have a picture?
Sí. ¿Lo quieres ver?
Supposedly, she was a backup singer for an international performing artist. So we're just gonna try to verify that information.
She has pictures with him.
Oh. She's also into modeling. So we dug a little deeper and we were able to verify that she was indeed a backup singer, but she also does a lot of modeling and she's also done some acting. It explains why her travel expenses are usually covered by other people.
So she's good to go.
Even though our last passenger ended up being a legitimate traveler, we can't let our guard down. While these sex trade organizations continue to plague our society, the CBP would stay vigilant 24/7.
We were waiting for a load to come in on a flight from the Bahamas. We have approximately 26 people out here working this op. We're gonna have one CBP officer with one HSI agent. We're gonna have the NYPD, Port Authority spread out. We're trying to cover every in and out of exit, every possible scenario. Hopefully, we're gonna take the guy down and effect the arrest.
Anything else?
Come with me.
We had the surveillance in place. It was great. We made the arrest. Everything went pretty smooth. Hopefully the guy's loaded. We seize the drugs, and then we'll take down this transnational criminal organization.
One more. That was way worse. Thank you.
It's right over there. One. Santo Domingo, Venezuela? Yeah. I'll go over there.
¿De dónde vienen hoy? ¿Son familia?
Mi hija.
Ah, okay. Venezuela, it's a transit point with narcotics coming to the country. We're trying to stop that trend.
Señora, ¿a dónde vas?
A mi casa.
Aquí? Sí, pero ¿dónde?
En Miami.
Miami?
En Coconut.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking for behavior, body language, anything that seems out of the normal. ¿Cuánto tiempo estuvo allá?
El 31 de octubre hasta la fecha.
Ah, okay. ¿Esta solo es su maleta?
Estas dos.
Okay. Oh, ¿pasó conmigo? We just saw this guy. He was a little fidgety, trying to avoid our eye contact. So at this time, I wanted to speak to him a little bit more, check his bag and see what's up. Quiero hacer una revisión de las maletas. Lleva algo para declarar, algo de comidas, frutas, licores, medicamentos, regalos.
Unos regalitos.
Pero no de comidas.
No, la voy a enseñar.
Okay. No se preocupe. Yo la voy a revisar como quiera. No la abres todavía, no la abres. Tengo que sacar la ropa. ¿Y esto qué es?
Es una bebida típica de mi país.
¿Ah, para beber?
Sí, se hace una bebida.
Eso todo prácticamente es comida.
Eso es café.
¿Y a qué se dedica usted?
Soy masajista.
Eres masajista, esperando
Hice
para
un
la
examen
licencia.
y lo reprobé porque no me preparé bien. Entonces voy a volver a tomar el curso.
O sea que no está ejerciendo como
Todavía
masajista.
no, todavía no.
¿Las pastillas son de qué?
Esa es una alprazolam.
¿Para qué son?
Lo tomo para dormir.
Para dormir.
Sí.
¿Son para usted?
Sí, para mí, sí. Hace tiempo que vengo a Nicaragua, me las tomo.
Pero usted no se las recetan acá.
Las tengo de allá.
¿Son los únicos medicamentos que trae?
Eso es lo único que traigo. Sí.
¿Me ayuda a empacarle otra vez esto para chequear esa? These are scheduled for, I think. Esto lang?
Yeah, it's schedule 4. He has a prescription?
No.
He's visiting?
No, he's from here.
Tenía mucho insomnio ya, y me recetaron una pastilla día por medio.
It's like maybe a month supply. You gonna let it go?
Yeah, you can let it in.
Ok, ya yo le expliqué que para la próxima si va a traer más, sí las puede traer, pero necesita una receta de un médico de aquí de Estados Unidos. ¿Sí entiende?
¿No me la van a quitar entonces?
Próxima vez se la quita y también le voy a dar una multa. This is just one we missed, but we're just gonna keep going. Just get the next one. Ah, okay. We just got a call from his enforcement. We got a girl there. All I've been told was a female, that she was possibly loaded. So we're gonna go see.
Gonna go to the same spot we were set up to meet at last night, and the cooperator will make the transaction with the source.
We're all over the place over here on this Dollar General. Plenty of groups of cars to blend into.
I got eyes on the cooperator here, just in the parking lot. The cooperator has arrived. The source here in Atlanta gave us a description of the car he'll be arriving in.
We got the target vehicle in play. He's coming in the parking lot right now.
That little hatchback?
Yeah. This is not an SUV, it's not a van, it's a hybrid thing. The target car is rolling around in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, cooperator's standing out of his truck right now.
Cooperator has his hood up and he's pulling around the back of the truck.
All right, bad guy's moving in that direction.
Yeah, I got eyes. He's pulling up on the driver's side of the cooperator's truck.
Watch out, kids. There's drug trafficking going on. Yeah, cooperator's standing out of his truck right now.
All right, the driver of the truck retrieved the battery and is taking it over to the gold Toyota, and looks like he might be putting it in the back seat. All right, package is in the Toyota. Gold Toyota is pulling off.
That's got a bright indicator on it in the parking lot. I guess head towards the exit.
Oh, hold on, wait. He's right here next to us. He got ahead of us.
That's a stop sign, about to make a right. And we're at the red light. He's number 1 in the lane to turn left. 04.
We have a trooper standing by to assist us with a traffic stop. And then from there, we'll conduct the investigation to find out what type of narcotic is actually in the battery.
Hey, let's let this guy go a little ways. It's definitely not out of Douglas County. We'll get him on the interstate, I imagine.
Came from the Bahamas. He wasn't supposed to have a bag. He came out to the baggage carousel and picked up a large blue duffel bag, which we believe was not checked in. Now we're gonna search to see what we find.
Get all the way to the bottom. The side of the bag, pull the zipper open.
What do you got?
Just close.
Just keep pulling. Nothing?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
We found nothing in it. But we're gonna continue to gather evidence.
We're gonna check your body.
Search the person, and we'll see what happens from there.
We're gonna check your body.
Done.
What do you got?
Okay.
We searched the person, and one of the agents discovered that he had pellets hidden in his groin area. So we're gonna test what type of drug it is.
Positive for cocaine.
Did you get the weight?
260 on the nose.
Roughly a quarter kilo, probably $10,000.
Right now, we're processing the defendant. The defendant is being charged with conspiracy to import a controlled substance.
The way these pellets are, they're pretty consistent with people that swallow pellets. So we're gonna get an x-ray on this guy, because not only are we concerned about more drugs, but we're concerned about his safety. If a pellet bursts, you're pretty much dead. You get overdosed in a second.
What's happening? She's bringing shampoo containers and jars. We have a girl that's coming from Amsterdam. She was traveling for 5 days. She came back with different containers, creams, shampoos, lotion. There's about 4, 5, 6 bottles.
The thing is, there's no scent to that shampoo.
Right.
Nobody travels with 6, 7 bottles of shampoo.
You test that already?
We'll take a good look.
Ketamine.
Okay, awesome. 78% ketamine.
Ketamine is a street drug that they're using as precursors to cut into 2CB, which is a popular club drug right now.
Testing all these?
Yeah. Ketamine.
Positive for ketamine.
They're all tasting positive. Wow. Those bottles. That's a lot.
We're looking at about 6 keys of ketamine. We have Super Bowl week going on, so it's big money. It's a big market out there for ketamine, especially here in Miami. So it's a really good stop that the officers made.
Here you go.
I got an eyeball on the driver of the gold car. Our plan is we'll follow the vehicle, and once we're far enough away, Uniform Patrol will go ahead and stop the car. So You see him, he's right up next to that tractor trailer. With these traffic stops, the troopers go up and they talk to the guy, but you don't know if he's armed. You don't know if he's got other drugs or other instruments in the car that could harm the troopers, so something could happen. The dangers are still there.
Both the troopers have him in sight. What about the car in front of him? Following too close?
Oh, definitely. He's riding that truck's bumper. It's against the law in Georgia to follow too close. We gotta move. Hey, if y'all can get over, the troopers coming up right now.
I'll go ahead and put the blue lights on.
All right, here we go. Blue lights are on.
Yeah, I'm stopped on the side of the road. I'll be behind the troopers. State troopers were able to get traffic violation of following too closely on the target vehicle. Copy. So we just found out the driver of the vehicle does not have a driver's license while operating the vehicle on the public roadway. The driver is going to be arrested here momentarily. Since this person has no driver's license, we're going to impound the vehicle, take it back to the local jurisdiction sheriff's office, search the vehicle, take custody of the battery, and do a further investigation to determine what type of illegal narcotics in the battery.
Fans want to get Super Bowl gear, but fake NFL gear has federal authorities cracking down.
Got it. Super Bowl is going to be hosted this year in Miami, and we expect a lot of counterfeit items are going to be sold. So today the operation is focusing on counterfeit products, specifically NFL products. What is that?
Look, we got one there. That looks like textiles. Stop it.
Let's take a look at that. We got that one and this other one.
Here we got one jersey here.
There we go.
More jerseys. Probably close to 100.
Some of them are just thrown in there. If they were authentic, the packaging would be a whole lot better.
They're cheap. The material's not gonna be as flimsy as these are.
Let's see what we got on this box.
Looks like some hats.
I see a lot of different teams there, though.
Here you have
Bills,
Titans.
So it's not just the two teams that are going to Super Bowl. It's not just the 49ers and the Chiefs, you know?
San Francisco, Kansas City.
Typical counterfeiter, they just counterfeit a whole bunch of products and they stick it together in one large box.
Look at the colors on these. The poor quality, you get one legitimate product. If you were to put it face to face, you will see aspects that are different.
You might purchase authentic hats for $35. Some of them go as expensive as $40, you know? A typical NFL jersey, 175, 180 bucks. Whoever buys these things thinking that they are legitimate items, they're being robbed. So that's a good little find right there.
Hey, hold on, we got something there.
Yeah, we might want to look at that one right there. Looked like it had a metal inside of it.
Sure.
Let's see what we got on this box. There we go. NFL Super Bowl championship rings. Yep, we got more of the same thing. Super Bowl rings from like years past. And it just has like misspellings. We found one of the rings that instead of saying Super Bowl, it said Gooper Bowl on it with a G. These things actually have a high value. That's a good find right there.
We're gonna detain the shipment, we're gonna seize it. We took a counterfeiter off the street. You know, things like that is what gets you proud of the job that you do. We're good to go.
We got the car back. We're doing an inventory search on the vehicle right now. Trying to make sure there's no other illegal narcotics in the car or firearms, money, and things along those lines. We good? Due to the unknown substance inside the battery and some type of sealant wrapped around, we're not going to open it ourselves. So for our protection, we're going to have the fire department, hazmat come out and respond and open up the battery for us to find out what substance is inside. Are you sure this thing's sparked?
Yes, 100%. So that's a portable X-ray device, and it'll show for any voids or any anomalies, such as packages or something like that. It didn't reveal a whole lot, which means it's probably packed pretty tightly in there.
My belief would be cocaine or heroin in the battery. It could be fentanyl. We don't know. Fentanyl is one of the most dangerous substances out there right now. Any type of exposure to it could be life-threatening. So therefore, we're going to have an open-air area to open up the battery to keep any exposures down.
Excellent job. We hammered into it real quick, and some grayish, chalky substance came out. You want to get a test kit?
Yeah.
And it's green. So that's positive for heroin. We went ahead and tested positive for heroin. But they're gonna go ahead and peel the plastic sides off to reveal the kilos that are in there, and then try to methodically pull those out so that we don't damage the kilos any more than they were on the first hit. I mean, you can feel it. A metal plate on the bottom and a metal plate on the side.
That's to give it the weight, you think?
Yeah.
Make it feel like a real battery?
Somebody's just transporting a battery, you're not gonna think that it's got anything bad in it. But these specifically are made to conceal illegal narcotics. In this instance, it was smuggled across. We really don't know how. It could have come across in a plane to Texas, and then a car picks that one battery out of 20 that were on the airplane up, throws it in the back of a car or a truck, and drives it out to Atlanta. 5. Once you're done, get them to hose this off.
Today's investigation was successful. We prevent 5 keys of heroin from getting into the streets and communities of the city of Atlanta.
We discovered multiple pellets of cocaine that were concealed on his person, consistent with someone that might swallow pellets of cocaine.
I'm ready.
We don't know that this guy's loaded, but he had 250 grams, which seems like a really small weight to me, to travel all the way here.
Just let me back, face up. You know I'm gonna be taking the X-ray out, right?
So now we're gonna see if the X-ray is positive or negative.
Okay, boss, you can come back out here, all right? Moment of truth.
Stop looking fast.
Yeah,
negative. We're okay with that. We can relax now.
They confirmed that it was negative, so there's no presence of any foreign bodies within the intestine. We can get them out of here.
Okay. That's
Get
it.
them
Stand
going.
up. We're gonna walk back to that room where we just were, okay?
He admitted to the previous drug trip, and he says he's not really sure what happened on this trip because the drugs didn't come in the suitcase, but they were supposed to. It's been a long day. Most of us started at least 12 hours ago, and it's been some twists and turns along the way. But, you know, we got our guy, so overall win.
It is a disappointing night for Niners fans.
In the end, it's the Chiefs who are taking home the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
It's been an exciting few weeks here in Miami as the region opens its doors to football fans from around the world for Super Bowl 54. Between last year's game and this year's games, we have collectively seized over 176,000 counterfeit items with a value of more than $120 million. In addition to these seizures, law enforcement officers have made criminal arrests in relation to human trafficking, forced labor, identity theft, drug smuggling, just to name a few. Our success heavily relies upon building effective partnerships with HSI special agents, CBP officers, and state and local police departments around the country. So these record-breaking numbers affirm law enforcement's commitment to protecting the health and safety of American consumers, the economy, and legitimate businesses from criminals exploiting fan enthusiasm here at Super Bowl 54.
Right now, we're waiting on 2 flights coming from the Dominican Republic, which is a source country for narcotics, especially cocaine. Passport? You don't know how a drug trafficker looks like. They use old people, young people. The more people you stop, the better chance you have to get something. Hi. You have your passport?
Yeah, my passport.
And you coming from Santiago or Santo Domingo?
I'm from Santiago. I'm going to Raleigh.
Huh.
I'm actually waiting for my flight.
Your flight's not in here. It's upstairs. Okay, follow. This is a young kid, kind of lost. He didn't know where to go now for his connecting flight. He didn't want to make any eye contact. I found that strange. Anybody asked you to put anything in your bag? Everything is yours? Okay. So how long you were in the Dominican Republic?
About a month.
And what do you do here? You go to school, work?
I go to school and work.
So the school, you know, is open. So you stay there for a whole month. What happened with that?
Oh, right now I'm actually doing off, but I do work.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're too jumpy. What's going on?
Conversation.
So how old are you now? Who paid for your ticket? For your plane ticket? Your brother in North Carolina or where?
Oh, he's actually in California.
Oh, he's in California. Have you ever been in California?
I just came from California.
Okay, you came from California going to the Dominican Republic? Yeah, come, pay attention. So you came from California here and then Dominican Republic? And what is the plan? What are you gonna do now? What is this?
Xbox?
Why are you bring an Xbox? Can you x-ray that for me? Let me know. It's something that we always check because we have found drugs inside our Xboxes, speakers, electronics, radio, TVs, any item.
So you took the Xbox to the room?
So the X-ray.
Let's see what we get with this one.
Ready to go to work? Up. This is Nero. He's been my partner for the last 5 years. We're here at the mail facility and we're just looking for narcotics. We're looking for heroin, ecstasy, fentanyl, marijuana, and lately we've been getting a lot of cocaine. If there's odor, he's gonna find it. There's something there, huh? He's alerting to the package. And this box coming from Panama. Marrero, I got an alert on the box. Can you check it out, please?
You got it, brother. This one was going to Georgia. I'm gonna run it through the X-ray and take a look, and we'll see what's going on. Yep, there's definitely something wrong with that box. Now comes the fun part. We got to open the box. Brand new clothes. It looks like a gift or something, but maybe that's just to try to convince us that it's good. But we'll check it out. Maybe it's in the box. The only way to tell is cutting it or probing it. Let's see if I can get under here. It's glued really good. This is definitely something wrong because boxes aren't usually glued like this. There we go. It's loaded around the perimeter. It's got something concealed inside the flaps of the box. It could be any drug. It's not a lot right here, but it'll add up. That blue stuff is detergent. You can smell it. This is mask the chemical odor of the narcotics. It's fortunate the canine has a really good scent. So for him, obviously, it didn't work. And the X-ray machine doesn't care about smells. It doesn't look for it, you know. We have 8 packages total. We'll go test it real quick. We're gonna use a thermoscientific Gemini, and it'll send a laser beam through the material. It'll tell me what it is. Oh, it's cocaine hydrochloride. 278.4 grams, a little over a quarter of a kilo. Now we're gonna do a seizure report where we'll document everything, where it's coming from, who it was going to. We're gonna call HSI, maybe do a controlled delivery, or maybe it ends here and we just seize the narcotics and it gets destroyed. They're pretty good at it. They put brand new clothes. They send you the receipt so you think it's a legitimate purchase. It was a good try. They get an A for effort. It just didn't work out for them.
You seem extremely nervous, fidgety.
What do you got?
Yeah, there's nothing there. It's good? Okay, where'd it come out? Through here?
Everything's okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so it's nothing in there. You can put it away. Hang out here, I'll be back. I'm gonna check the ticket. We checked the bags, everything was clean, but I trust my instinct. He told me his brother paid for his ticket, and I would like to verify all the information that is possible. He said he went from California, DR, but now he's gonna go to North Carolina.
Been since
He said a month.
over a month. For international travel.
And the ticket was purchased by who?
This is the email. Same name. This is the address. It's North Carolina. That's probably his brother.
Yeah, all right. I did some research about his flight, and everything was okay. All right, let's put everything away. The bag was negative, the experts was negative, so he's good to go for me. When you go out the door, make a left, and then we're gonna go upstairs.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
You too.
Some people, they're nervous just to be nervous. So I guess we gotta move on.
Search warrant! Open the door!
Damn.
Yes, meth.
Meth?
Meth, yes.
There you go.
All right, so we got information that a large quantity of methamphetamine was smuggled from Mexico and has come to a local stash house and has possibly been distributed from this location. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do some physical surveillance on that target location, see what kind of activity is going on at the house. We did start doing surveillance 3 or 4 days ago on this residence, and we've seen somebody moving back and forth.
What was he driving?
He was driving a black pickup truck.
Yeah.
We do believe he's a drug dealer, but we don't have that probable cause to kick his door right now. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be able to do a search warrant inside the house and take off this large quantity of drugs. So that's it. Ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
Radio check. Loud and clear. I'm gonna go ahead and do a drive-by and see if I can see any other cars that we haven't seen before, see any other people moving out, see the activities of our main target, just to kind of get a feel of the pattern. So just beyond this White House. And this is what we believe to be the stash house. He's got a light blue door, so it's very easy to identify. All right, so we're gonna drive by. We think that this bulk load of methamphetamine is probably sitting in this house. Hopefully, we'll see some kind of deal go down where these drugs are being exchanged.
We're gonna run all these boxes through the mail facility. We get narcotics every day. You name it, we've seen it loaded. Sneakers, coffee beans, radios, hard drives, electronic equipment. Nothing surprises us anymore. It's like every day you get something new. This one was a negative. Definitely not narcotics. That doesn't look good. And it says sporting goods equipment and 2 fans. I don't see the reason to send fans. They got them everywhere. This package was coming from a source country, Trinidad and Tobago, and it's going to a demand country, Australia. The value is very high over there for any type of narcotic. Something doesn't look right. It seems like cheap plastic, but in the image, it looks too thick. The only way to really look if you don't like the image, you take a quick peek inside. See that right there? That's not supposed to be there. That's why it looks thicker in the X-ray machine. They usually glue them in, and they're not hard to pop off. Try to see if we can peel back a little bit of it so we can see what's under it. And whatever it is, it's wrapped in aluminum foil. Now, see, it's loaded. You can see that it's white. I'll test it real quick. We should have blue with some pink above it. It's hard to see, but it's there. It's positive, it's cocaine. We have 806.4 grams. I can tell you what it's gonna go for now. Nothing. One for the good guys.
You need what? You need a witness? You gonna do the PD or no? All right, go ahead and tell your passenger. We're gonna take her to a private room, and I'm gonna head up there. We have a female passenger coming from the Caribbean. What's up with this one? One of the officers randomly select her. She had a short trip. She went for a few days, but she had a huge bag with her. And I want to see why the bag is so big, what she has in there. Check everything. You gotta feel every panel, the size, bottom. Can I see the purse? That was so heavy. Something else in here. Oh, wow. Surprise. What is this? Something was inside, behind the lining of the purse. A package on each side of the bag. Yeah. Give me the test kit. Remain seated there. We're gonna test what you bring in here. Here you go. Positive for cocaine.
Oh my God.
Now we're gonna place the passenger on the arrest for the importation of narcotics into the United States. Go ahead.
Face the wall. You're under arrest for importation of narcotics, okay? Just relax.
I can't even function. This cannot be right now.
She's thinking it's a nightmare, but this is reality.
.167. What do we got?
Cocaine.
Where was it, in the liner?
Yeah.
Yours? You understand you were transporting narcotics into the United States? So at this point, the more you give me, the better this is gonna go for you. So do whatever you can to help yourself.
Life is over.
position with an eye on the target door.
All right, 10-4.
The target left what we believe to be the stash house probably about an hour ago, but we didn't have enough people up here at the time to follow him. I was able to see him walk out, and he didn't have anything in his hands, so he may be running some errands, but we don't know.
Our target's driving a black Dodge Ram pickup truck, so now it's just a waiting game.
Oh, this might be good. The target just arrived back.
Have you laid eyes on him?
Oh, yeah. He's sitting in his black truck. Oh, he's moving right now. He's out of the truck. He's got a small bag. He's looking around quite a bit. That could be money. It looks boxy, kind of like if you have a stack of cash. Who knows? It's gonna have to be something certain to find the right amount of probable cause to take him down. It's the bag he had in his hand when he went into the target location. So to me, that looks like he went and picked up some cash from somewhere. And then we've got a train. It's about to be out of my view. I have a train that decided to stop for some reason right in front of me.
Yeah, copy that.
Coming out of the house, can't tell what he's got in his hands.
You still got eyes on him?
No, I could barely see it under the train.
Took a good plastic bag. Looking very heavy.
Copy.
The bags could be some meth ready to go.
All right, he's in the truck. He's backing out.
Let's turn the roll a little bit.
Oh, shoot. He's moving right now. He may be going to a drug deal, and I am blocked. Oh, he's moving right now. We got a possible drug dealer with possibly the drugs in this car, and I am blocked. Come on, train.
Yeah, he's rolling fast. Where is he at? I don't have him, so hope somebody else does.
Lost him? He might be going through the neighborhood. I'm gonna try to get in front of him. All right, let's see. Yeah, right here. So that's him right there, black Dodge Ram. Yeah, I just met him at the intersection going northbound.
So our target pulled out, and we've got some guys that are following him right now. We're gonna try to catch up to him.
And he's got a left turn signal indicator on.
Yeah, he just turned left into the shopping plaza.
Parking lot now.
All right, let's get in behind him. I just don't want to get too close.
We're facing with the store. We parked right there in front of it.
All right, so the target's vehicle's parked in front of that thrift store. So he's just sitting in his truck out in the middle of the parking lot right now.
His truck's right there, facing away from us, basically.
Looking around.
We're speculating what he's actually doing here, but with his mannerisms as far as parking way out from the store, not going in, that's very suspicious activity. Kind of makes you think that he's waiting on somebody to show up, which would be great. If he drops that bag to somebody and we can get that guy taken off down the road, then we're gonna have our probable cause to get in that house.
I know you're upset, so we're gonna make it as comfortable as we possibly can.
I'm gonna release one hand, okay?
Most people, once they get caught, are upset. Some are genuine, some are just trying to make people feel bad. Here's some tissues.
You have kids, right?
I have one. He's 3.
I know it's hard, but you gotta just try and relax. At this point, you just help yourself, okay? Mistakes happen, now you fix them. Who gave you the purse?
I know him for years.
How do you know him? Is he a boyfriend or just a friend?
We used to date.
Now, he lives down there.
Now he does, yes.
What's his name? What's his last name?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know his last name?
No.
But you known him for years.
Right.
Who are you supposed to give this to?
I don't even know.
All right, listen. An agent's gonna come here, right? They're gonna ask you the same questions. You gotta try real hard to remember his last name. It's up to you whether you wanna cooperate or not, okay? We've contacted HSI. They'll do some further questioning on her and see if we can get some other information for anyone that might be connected.
Stand by. You go the vehicle. Just pulled in next to his truck.
All right, so the gold 4Runner pulled up next to our target.
Driver getting out.
It's a white guy. He's getting in his truck.
He's in the truck right now.
White male from the gold vehicle got in the passenger seat of our Dodge Ram, and he's meeting with our target right now.
Saw the target vehicle.
Did y'all see anything in the driver's hand of the 4Runner?
They opened up the passenger side door and threw something in. I couldn't see what it was.
When you see an item come from one vehicle and go to the other vehicle, most people would be able to determine that that's possibly a drug deal that just occurred.
All right, gold 4Runner's backing out. Target vehicle leaving on scene.
All right, copy. We will focus on this gold 4Runner. All right, the vehicle is headed towards the exit. All right, here we go. The driver of the 4Runner threw something in his back passenger seat, and we're following him north right now. He's hitting 75 southbound.
All right, we're going to be committed for 75 entrance. Yeah, copy that. GSP, you copy?
Temple waiting to make contact.
Georgia State Patrol guy getting on to help us with the traffic stop.
Yeah, we got GSP.
Right here on the left.
All right, we have golden color 4Runner with extremely dark tinted windows. Stick both the troopers have been sight.
All right, here we go. And blue lights are on.
Blue light. All right, GSP on the right shoulder.
GSP is deploying the K9 on the 4Runner. They're doing a search of the vehicle right now. All right, here we go.
He's real nervous. Dog alert on the vehicle.
Hey, will you grab that bag? I'm gonna take it to the back and put it out on the back of the car. There's the bag. That's the same bag that came out of the house. This came from our guy. The bag is loaded. So we got meth. There's a gun. Appears to be a Glock. Probably a couple grand in cash. He had a set of scales. Hello.
Apparently, our guy in the Dodge is stressing out, apparently on the phone about something.
It's possible the gold 4Runner got a text off to him saying, hey, dude, I just got pulled over by the police. You need to go ahead and secure him and the location. If you spook that much, there is the possibility that he could start flushing everything that's in that house.
Yeah, copy that.
All right? All right, bro. Bye-bye. So we're close to 1,000 grams in just one bag. So we're looking at 2 kilos of methamphetamine. We're looking at about 10 grand. Let's throw this in the back of my van.
All right, they got him, guys. Yeah, we're going custody. They got him in custody.
Copy. Our guys just detained the guy driving the black Dodge that delivered the meth, so it's a great day so far, but we just keep rolling. Next, we're gonna try to move into getting a search warrant from the house that we know it came from. I would venture to say that there's gonna be a lot more meth in that address, so we're gonna continue the investigation from here.
You brought in drugs to the United States that are worth a very good amount of money. Willingly or unwillingly or no knowledge or knowledge, it doesn't change anything. Right now, we're gonna talk, okay? The main focus right now is to see if she's telling us as much as she does know, because she obviously knows the main guy.
I know your birthday was yesterday. Did you go down for a birthday trip or what?
Yeah.
What did you do when you were down there?
I went out to eat, we went to some parties, went to the beach.
You take any pictures on your birthday trip?
Down there? No.
Did you have a hotel or anything to stay when you went down there?
No, I stayed with him as where he lived.
Who paid for your ticket?
He did.
Did you find that weird?
I felt that he was trying to court me again.
So, you went down there with the purpose of celebrating your birthday with him?
Yes.
And you don't remember his last name?
No.
You dated this guy for a good period of time. That's like a first date thing. Hey, what's your name? This is my name.
Yes, that is true.
That's hard for us to believe. Did he tell you what was in the purse or what it was for?
No, never told me. All he told me was that it was for his friend's mom.
And you don't remember what friend's mom?
He did not. He never told me.
Like
a
the
name.
friend's name or anything?
He never told me a name.
How are you supposed to give her his purse?
I don't know.
Have you ever met her?
No. I was assuming that he was going to tell me by the time I got back. I mean, he would have texted me.
So everything was based off of you assuming that he was going to give you further instructions? You don't even know his last name. Doesn't make sense to me. Let me explain kind of how this is going, right? Like, you're in a very bad situation. You have a good job and you have a kid, but he took advantage of you. Whether he played on your love or he played on your vulnerabilities, he basically set you up because you took all the risk. And right now you're doing a lot of protecting of him because you don't want to get him in trouble. But remember who ultimately got you in trouble. You have to start being honest with us. Is there anything you want to tell us that you want to change? Or like, hey, I remember his last name now, or anything like that? Is there anything you want to tell us, like, hey, I remember his last name now, or anything like that?
I believe he told me maybe in the beginning, but like, I can't say it.
So what did he tell you?
I think it was.
All right. So was he gonna pay you for this trip?
No, he never talked about money.
He never talked about
asked
anything?
money, nothing.
Did he tell you what was in the purse or what it was for?
No, never told me. All he told me was that it was for his friend's mom.
You have to have some knowledge because you have to know what risk is involved.
I don't. I never even touched the bag. I saw it. Did I question it? No. Should I have? I guess. I don't know. I assume because he knows that I have him. I would never think he would.
Were you in that situation?
And that's stupid of me to know. I understand that.
Do you have any pictures of him?
My phone. The text messages? Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm not holding anything back. You can text him right now and tell me what to tell him so you can hear whatever you need to see. I don't even care. Like, 'cause I have nothing to do with this. Like, I wouldn't jeopardize.
understand.
I'm not seeing my son.
Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, all right?
From a freaking guy. Like,
Typical passengers like this, they're not told a lot. She is cooperating with us, and so we're gonna go forward from there. All right, we're gonna call the prosecutors, and we're gonna finish our paperwork. Do you have any questions real quick?
no.
Okay. Come follow us. As now, we've gotten most that we could get out of her. We'll still process her, and we're gonna have a discussion and make a final decision whether we prosecute. But different things she told us and other leads we can follow down to further the case.
The United States stands ready, particularly in the area of law enforcement in the fight against wildlife trafficking.
Trafficking says we value trinkets more than we value these magnificent animals in the wild.
We will stop the poachers. We will stop the profits to address this transnational threat.
We're on the way to air cargo warehouse in Miami. We just got a call from the senior wildlife inspector with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The shipment we're going to go look at is coming from South America, and it's going to a country in Asia. This is a common shipping route for a lot of smuggled wildlife, and the importer has had a previous violation. So we just want to go check the shipment and see what it is.
Right here?
Yeah, right here, please.
We got an alert of a possible shipment containing illegal seafood products.
This is it?
We have a total of 18 boxes. So we're gonna check to make sure that everything is in compliance, and let's see what we get. Let's take a look. Sea cucumbers, fish bladders. In this case, the species on the shipment, we don't regulate it. This box is good to go.
Y'all want to try open another box?
Another one.
Oh, wow.
Wow. We got shark fins. I've been checking this type of commodity for the past 2 or 3 years. And in order to trade shark fins between countries, you need a special permit. At a quick glance, we have 3 species, 2 of them most likely in violation. So let's see if they have any documentation whatsoever. Let's tape it up and then let's take it.
All right.
This is a good catch, guys. So now we are going to transport the boxes to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Office of Law Enforcement in Miami so that we can do more detailed examination and also IDing the fins and making sure that everything is documented. It's a really big seizure. We've gone through 2 boxes so far out of 18.
This is just the beginning.
All right, I got the search warrant in hand, and we are headed over there to you guys. Hopefully this bulk load of methamphetamine is sitting in this house. But I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see once we get in there. All right, we have the main target detained. That's 1 threat down, so we'll go ahead and knock on this door. Hopefully there's not another person in there with weapons of any kind, and we'll start searching.
Police, search warrant!
That door's fortified like that? Still do.
Gotta hope so.
Hey, come out. Police out.
stores fortified like that?
Still do. Gotta hope so.
Hey, please come out. Policia. Work there from back to front. All right, I'd say we're all clear.
All right, let me go figure out what's going on. They made entry. There are no other people in there. So we're gonna go ahead and start the search process. Anything through that backside? Nothing back there?
No.
Nothing? He's got dope somewhere. I mean, I'm sure once we start digging in here. Oh, here it is. Big box full of dope.
A lot of meth.
Yeah, there's a bunch in there. Bags filled with meth.
Big box of money in the back, too.
That's good. During the search of the residence, we found probably about $40,000 or $50,000 in cash, a loaded handgun, and a cardboard box that has multiple gallon bags filled with meth, very similar to those 2-gallon-sized bags that we just took off the traffic stop earlier. Now we're in the process of getting rooms labeled and getting some pictures. Then we'll pick up all the evidence from here and take it to our office with the evidence that we seized on a traffic stop. This is like a big-ass bag of ice. I don't know how much meth it is right now. We'll just have to wait and see once we figure stuff out. But it's a good haul. We're getting a good chunk off the street today.
We brought the shark fins back here to the warehouse, and we're just helping Fish and Wildlife process and go through it.
Let's do this. Let's start filling this way. The shark fin trade is a very lucrative market. Approximately 100 million sharks are taken yearly to make the famous shark fin soup. Shark fin soup in Asia can go from $100 to $400, $600 a bowl. We have a mix of species. Some of them fall into the Endangered Species Act, and they require permits to be exported. So far, we have silky sharks, great hammerhead. This is a tiger shark. This is a pectoral fin. The shipment came in with no permits, and that's why make the entire shipment illegal.
So this box is done, so now we can do...
Let's get a total number on that one, box number 1.
Okay.
In this shipment, we have an approximate total of 1,400 pounds. It'll go for $500 a pound. So this shipment's worth approximately $700,000.
We're looking at thousands of shark fins. This is the largest seizure I've ever been a part of working for CBP now for 10 years.
It's a sad day for conservation and for sharks in general. There's hundreds of animals that were illegally obtained on this shipment. However, it's a good day for us because it directly affects the revenue from illegal shark fin trade.
So what we're doing is testing this to see if it tests positive for methamphetamine. Put just a little sample in here. This one should test blue. Boom. So that's a positive test for methamphetamine. The purchasers like big shards. It makes them feel like they're getting the best stuff in the world. But meth is meth, so they're each a kilo apiece. There was 19 bags from the house, and then 2 that we seized on a traffic stop. All in all, we got approximately 21 kilos of methamphetamine worth approximately $105,000 on the street. Along with the drugs, we made 2 arrests and we seized 2 handguns and approximately $67,000 in cash. I'm extremely happy. Anytime we can take methamphetamine off the streets, it's an incredible day for law enforcement.
How you doing? You bring anything back with you tonight? All right, you have a good day.
What are you guys doing in Mexico?
We came for a dentist appointment.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Since Corona hit, I've seen actually a lot more body carriers bringing drugs across.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Because we're not letting so much traffic come in.
I got a baby go home too. She's 1 year old.
She said her baby dad lives over there.
Yeah.
They were only there for an hour and a half.
Right, that doesn't make any sense. 2 females were referred to me in secondary. They were referred because of their story not adding up. Where do you live?
I live in Ohio.
You live in Ohio.
Yeah, but I'm from Indiana.
So what are you doing down here?
Visiting her.
Okay. So you drove all the way down here from Ohio?
That is the
How long of a drive was that?
The whole day.
And what are you guys bringing from Mexico to the United States?
Nothing. Ourselves.
Nothing else.
No. Heck no.
So there's nothing in your bags? There's no drugs on your person or inside of your person?
No.
Neither one of you? Okay, cool.
Lately, there has been a higher rise with people between 20 and 35 smuggling narcotics.
When you guys started going through her bag and everything, they both started whispering, freaking out to each other, and she kept reaching her hand under her, so it's probably in the small of her bag.
COVID has sparked a lot of new trends. People who would never do it are doing it now simply because there's less jobs, so they need the money. We have been getting a lot of internal or hidden on their body.
So how long were you guys in Mexico for?
Not even 2 hours, I don't think. I hope not, because our parking thing.
And you said you were visiting
My daughter's dad.
Your daughter's?
Deported, yeah,
okay.
back on like Memorial Weekend. I came to see him for myself. I haven't seen him since. It's been a couple months, I think, last week.
Her baby father lives in Mexico now because he got deported. She only has 1 other crossing. Normally, most people, if their family gets deported, they go see them every weekend or more often than 4 months ago. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. Where do you live now?
I live in Tucson.
You live in Tucson now? When I was asking them questions, they kept whispering back and forth to each other, switching around in their seats.
Negative.
But they didn't find anything on their bags. At that point, it was requested for a pat down just to make sure they didn't have anything else on their person.
Megan?
What?
We're gonna pat you down. Come on.
Okay.
There's a bunch of packages in here from the Netherlands, so we're looking for narcotics. everywhere in Europe are pretty good packages to check. So here we have Great Britain. This is a package from the UK. Scanned physically. So you got a package coming from Netherlands. Says it has documents in it. That looks like a CD case, but inside there's no CD. Doesn't look right. So we're gonna take a look at that one. I don't see any documents in here. If you're buying a video game, it's not just gonna be blank like this. And this is puffy. There's red flags all over this. Something interesting. There's a rocky substance. We see a lot of MDMA from the Netherlands. The person has put cards inside thanking them for being a good customer. So they're not gonna get this order. Now we're gonna test what we thought was MDMA. Just need a little sample. We don't need much. Positive for MDMA ecstasy. So this is a Schedule 1, so it's going to be seized and it'll be destroyed.
Do they do that every time you come over here?
Every time you cross the border, you are subject to inspection. Some people get more inspection than other people. Sometimes that inspection is just as simple as a primary inspection of, hey, what were you doing in Mexico? Other times when their story isn't adding up or something like that, then they're subject to additional inspection. Sometimes that goes as far as a canine search, a pat-down search, and, you know, that's all within our authorities of working at the borders.
Negative.
No? All right, Ashley.
Every time I come here, this is gonna happen. If I ever came back.
I couldn't tell you if it would or if it wouldn't. All depends on what's going on and the inspection that the officer's doing. No, we're good. I mean, we did what we can, so I'm good with them. We just have to do our due diligence, and once we have it done, then we have to let them go. You know, there's only so much that we can do here. All right, take your IDs, take your bags. Have a good day.
Thanks. Yeah. See you never. First time in Mexico, not again. I got it.
We do have a lot of unhappy customers, but at the end of the day, everybody understands it's what our job is. This is how we safeguard America.
All right, thanks for everybody coming out today. Greatly appreciate it. We were recently contacted by JFK Airport They found a parcel labeled to an individual here in the Denver area that contained 123 grams of ecstasy tablets that had the logo Chupa Chupas on them.
About 2014, 2015, they hit the dark market. They're real popular with the party scene, rave scene, specifically in the UK. Instead of MDMA, the key ingredient was PMA, which acts like MDMA, but it's stronger and it takes longer to hit. So that results in a bunch of overdose deaths in the UK.
That, of course, came quickly on our radar here because this amount of tablets coming into Denver could potentially have some horrible effects. So today we are doing a search warrant operation.
The tablets, they're addressed to a mid-20s female, usually PMA. It's related to darknet and cryptocurrency, so we're gonna be looking for drug packaging, paraphernalia, shipping parcels, devices, phones, anything like that. Just gotta be safe today, guys.
We hope to encounter this person, her residence where the package was addressed. Hopefully we get her cooperation and be able to work this case back from Denver to the overseas vendor that's potentially distributing, these types of tablets all over the world. This is one of those cases where we're trying to stop something before it happens. Do we have any intel from surveillance at the residence? If there's any movement?
I haven't heard anything from DPD.
All right, 10-4. We're not sure what it's going to look like once we get inside, so safety is the top priority today.
Current position of in the back alley.
All right, copy that. We're just pulling into the side parking lot.
Watch the back door.
Search warrant! Open the door!
We got someone on that side. Female, she's coming. Let's go.
Watch the back door.
Search warrant! Open the door!
Got someone on that side. Female, she's coming. Not our target, brown hair. So the team just entered the residence with the search warrant. What we found was a roommate's girlfriend that was home. Our primary target wasn't home.
Mind if I just hang out with you right here?
Okay. We did find and identify the room that she stays in inside the apartment. We'll start our search and then see if we can find anything. Okay, we're good. Search found some residue, some small baggies of looked like a white powdery substance, possibly cocaine, as well as a number of electronic items. Target wasn't at the house. We got some information that she might be at the boyfriend's house. Okay. All right, so let's all go over to the next residence.
We're gonna check this level again, right?
We're the second largest seaport in the country, biggest seaport on the East Coast.
There's two in this row we didn't open. This port has vessels coming from all countries, ships carrying containers with anything from chemicals to scrap metal. You name it, it comes into this port. Right here. We open containers. We're looking for narcotics. We're trying to make sure everything's legitimate.
We have this backscatter X-ray, which when you walk along, you'll get a picture and you can see if something's out of the ordinary. Wow. Our mission is to keep bad guys and bad things out of the country.
All right, you guys want to start up? All right. There's probably about 3,000 or 4,000 containers discharging off this vessel today. We're doing pop and taps, meaning random inspections. We have limited time before these containers are loaded up on a train or tractor trailer for distribution to the United States. The more we check everything out, the better the chances of us finding some narcotics today. Right here.
There we go. When we open the container, we verify that the commodity matches the manifest and check for any contraband of any source.
More booze. So this is good. You guys are good with this, right? Okay.
Sugar? This is a probe. What it has divots inside of it. If we happen to break into a kilo of cocaine, there might be some white powder in the actual divot. That should be all right. There we go. The shipment here is good to go.
Honey. We had a load in barrels of honey just like this.
There's one barrel we may have to open.
It sounds a little hollow.
It could just be less honey in one of the barrels. It could be narcotics. That's probably the only options.
We're opening the top of this.
Probe?
There you go. Don't eat that, honey.
Probe came negative. The reason why it sounded a little different was because there was less honey in the container. As you can see, it's very sticky.
Keep moving.
What are you doing in Mexico?
My grandparents.
Good try. Anything?
Nada, mi celular, mis llaves. Hello. What were you doing in Mexico? You're visiting friends? You say that like you don't know. You don't know what you were doing in Mexico? No? Mira, cámara, quita su máscara. ¿Y cuánto tiempo estuvo allá en México? ¿Ah? ¿Cuánto tiempo estuvo allá en México? La última vez que cruzaste. La última vez que cruzaste.
So when I was asking her very simple questions that we usually ask, she was avoiding those. And that is very strange.
Agarra sus cosas. Y vamos allá. Ay, 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 ¿cómo ay, ay, ay?
Pero es que no sé por qué.
¿No?
¿Puedo agarrar mi celular?
No, tomen asiento. Nothing.
I checked her bags and there was nothing inside of her bags. However, it's like 100 and some degrees. She's wearing a jacket, she's wearing leggings, so there's possibly something on her.
¿Por qué trae chamarra? Es caliente, ¿no?
With the body carriers that I have encountered, they usually are not involved with the cartel initially, but they are in like a struggling spot.
No trae algo con usted. Sí, en sus bolsillos, adentro. Estoy preguntando, ¿sí o no? No trae medicamentos, no trae drogas, no trae nada. Okay, so vamos a revisar a usted. You follow us. We're gonna go that way. Because we're gonna search you, like we said.
Another red flag is when people object to a pat-down, which she did. We do need to have supervisor approval. So once we get approval, they can't necessarily deny that pat-down. So from there, we would take that step further.
Easy ups, couple.
Corporal, is the supervisor in there? Gracias.
De nada. So, no trae nada.
You're not having a jacket, we need to search. Right?
Nomás lo traigo porque sí, o sea. Te dije.
Y ahorita, sí. Me dijiste revísame, te pregunté, ¿ok? Y ya.
Are you understanding me? This border, there's a lot of smuggling that goes on through here. You know, we can't tell just by you telling us, right? We have to do the search. And everybody is subject to search. All right?
Usually everyone's pretty compliant just because they don't have anything, they don't have anything. All right.
No, we're gonna go over here.
Yep. There's possibly something on her. That's why she's acting so suspicious, so nervous. So that's where I took the step further.
So she didn't have anything. I really thought she did.
Cool.
She had the behaviors of somebody that actually had something, like the whole, I don't have anything, or why are you doing this? And then she started crying. She made it very difficult to where it's like, it made it seem like she had something. So like, she just followed our whole, like what we're looking for. Was that an adventure or not?
Her behavior was just...
Her behavior was horrible.
Today we were out on a target that was attempting to receive ecstasy. If these tablets are tied to overdose deaths, you know, in the UK, we certainly don't want that, that chemical, those tablets here in our community. Our target hadn't been at the house for maybe 2-3 days. She does have a boyfriend that lives about a mile from there. So we're going down to the boyfriend's house to knock and see if our target may be there, and we'll see what happens. So we can go see if anyone answers the door.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can sit there. I could pull some of these out too. No, she's in she's working right now. No, she's out with friends right now. Out with friends? Yeah. Know where we can find her by chance?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Our primary target wasn't here. Although we did a brief interview with the boyfriend of the target. He says that he has no knowledge of her into that, buying any ecstasy. although he recalls about a month ago someone asking her to use the address. In a lot of these cases, what we see is people using other individuals' addresses to distance themselves from the criminal activity. So we're headed to review that electronic evidence from, the search warrants to determine who is the end person in this chain that actually ordered this package.
Looks like bags of chia seeds. Just seeing if there's any impossible bricks hidden inside of them. Currently, there's nothing in them.
We'll take a look inside. So we have a container here of about 1,300 kilos, I believe, of tea manifested in there. All right. Up, heads out. All right. No, that looks just like bags, huh?
This looks like rolls of burlaps.
Yeah, you can smell like from here. All right. Doesn't smell good. Go ahead. We really can't get into that whole container. It's too much stuff in there. If anything, it'll be in the back, I guess. So we'll seal it up. We'll get it out to the warehouse. There we go, Mike. See, we didn't see any tea, so at all. So it's in the back somewhere. So we'll get it to the warehouse, we'll check it out, we'll have everything taken out, and that's when we'll get a better look at it. All right, we'll see. You got a knife I could borrow? I got no blade in here. It does look like a tea, but it doesn't smell very good. It does look like a tea, but it doesn't smell very good.
Cat.
It does smell like cat. Cot leaves contain amphetamines and are illegal in the United States and most European countries. However, in the Middle East and the Horn of Africa, there are no restrictions on its use or distribution. And in Israel, cot has become a party drug. They usually go to areas that have large Muslim populations. The Muslim people use this not only for its hallucinogenic properties, but also as an appetite suppressant. There are certain times of the year when they have to fast.
Should be good with this one.
This is a consolidated shipment, which means you have 2 shipments in one container. We have all the pallets are labeled, which one belongs to which.
First one, how many pallets? Let's make sure it matches up with the paperwork. It has the same shipper. One is going to Boulder, Colorado. The other shipment is going somewhere in New Jersey. So they're going to take samples from different parts of the container, and you're going to take all those samples to the CBP laboratory and let the chemists, the scientists, let us know if it does have the alkaloids to prove that it is narcotics.
How's everything going?
Good, good.
You getting anywhere with any of the electronics?
Yeah, I finished the extraction on her iPhone.
What'd you find?
Here's the report. Let me show you. So we had a search warrant on our initial target's phone. We imaged it. We're able to pull a logical extraction, which is the files, the chats. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff between her and her boyfriend about, you know, his roommate being involved. We have iMessages and texts between her and her boyfriend's roommate.
So really, we're talking about another individual.
Yeah, here's the first conversation with her boyfriend's roommate. And she's asking for some stuff, some Molly.
She's asking, do you have Molly?
Yeah, I mean, and he says, I have lots of it. But then it gets pretty quickly into him asking her about a package, talking about the package coming. He sends the tracking number, receipt.
So he's ordering it, he's tracking it, and then he's telling her
when it's coming.
It's looking then like the roommate of the boyfriend had something to do with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We have a new target, which is the roommate of the boyfriend. Based on the chats, it's clear that he was communicating with the first female target to receive the parcels.
They never really talk about it again. I think that's because of the interception, because we have it.
All right, so clearly there's a pattern of her receiving packages for him.
Yeah, she seems to be unwitting as to the contents. She's just a drop for him.
What we're kind of seeing here today is an individual taking advantage of someone else for the receipt of, you know, controlled substances so they can get in trouble. Well, we need to talk to this fella.
Oh, yeah.
With an eye looking towards a potential search warrant.
Go interview him.
You guys ready? Yeah? Let's do it. How do you know each other? No? What are you guys doing in Mexico?
We went to the van.
Yeah, take care.
Can you put your backpack right here? What are you bringing back with you? How long were you there in Mexico?
I think the fact that a lot of people are unemployed, depressed from the pandemic, is increasing the demand for narcotics.
Good boy. Yeah, good boys.
So we are definitely on high alert here in the pedestrian area.
I'm gonna search you with my dog.
We're gonna run a lot more operations with canines, trying to find those drug loads coming on people or in people.
I don't see any.
Follow me this way.
The trends are for sure picking up. We had a body carrier come through our pedestrian port earlier, internally carrying what we suspect to be narcotics.
We're gonna be testing it to see what it is.
This subject here was referred by the primary officer. She basically said that they had a short trip all the way from Washington down to Nogales for 1 day, which for us, that doesn't make sense. During our inspection, we found that she was internal care for some type of pills. We're gonna be testing it here today.
This is testing positive for fentanyl.
So let's put this on the scale and see how much we have.
231.2 grams.
That's a pretty good seizure for pure fentanyl.
Each of those pills are very, very, very dangerous. Anytime we find a load like this, it's a great day.
Can I get a canine in 10 seconds there?
But it reminds us to stay vigilant.
Go into the left right here. Dog's gonna search you, okay?
The cartels use any means necessary to get their drugs to the borders.
Do not move.
Anybody could be smuggling narcotics, so we have to keep looking.
Canine's learning.
Pat her down.
He's on her left side. Do not move, okay?
If you have anything on me now, tell me now. I'm gonna have to do a pat down. We're gonna find everything. No? Get my dog alert to you, so just stand by. We're gonna do a pat down.
The breed, the Belgian Malinois, is just phenomenal. Their nose is so much more stronger than what we pick up on. All they know is work, work, work. So this one right here? Negative. You smoke marijuana? Okay, Bill, you do. She said she smokes, so that might be it.
Sometimes if they like smoke weed or something like that, there's still residual odor and it gets stuck to their clothes.
Thanks everyone for coming out today. This is a continuation of the search warrant. She was receiving pills, which was involved with some overdose deaths over in the United Kingdom, which made this a huge public safety issue for us here in Denver to try to figure out where these are coming from. Found a lot of great digital evidence that's led us to the house that we're going to today.
So we have a warrant today. The target, he's the roommate of the boyfriend of our previous target. We're gonna see if he'll talk to us, but we're definitely there looking for electronics or anything like that. So everyone be safe. You guys know what to do.
Ryder Aaron, radio check.
Fine, clear. We're gonna start creeping.
What's particularly important about this case, again, is the potential for these pills to cause overdose deaths here in our community. So we're out more in our public safety and investigatory role to try and stop the flow of these counterfeit type tablets getting into the community. We'll go to the door, knock and announce, police with a search warrant. We'll wait to give a chance for the residents to come down and open the door. And then if that does not happen, we will access the residents the best way we can.
Is this all in the front? All right, so let's make sure we separate the two of them. Today, we're going to be processing 2 seizures of khat. We had to send it to the lab for the laboratory to tell us that it does have the hallucinogenic properties, and the lab analyzed this and told us it is dried khat. It's a significant amount of khat that's come into the country.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Or maybe you put this on top of one of the other ones over there. Yeah. So right now, they're unloading the container, pallet by pallet, taking it over to our pallet jack that also gives us a weight.
So kilos, 429.5, 946 pounds.
All right, that's that one.
Hey, Pop, can you separate these?
So is this the second seizure now?
This is going to be the second one.
Okay.
It was a consolidated load, which came out to a total of almost 7,000 kilos.
It's just something that started recently. That was our 3rd significant seizure. And again, that's all in the last few months. It usually comes in smaller amounts, express consignment through the airport, 15,000 pounds. So pretty significant as far as I'm concerned.
Get a couple more.
That's what they said. It's on the next one.
Next up. In secondary right now, we have a gentleman who came down here at 4 a.m. to look for a dentist.
Right in the middle, have a seat, okay?
The dentists here are open later, but they're not open that late. So the story just didn't make sense to the primary officer.
Do you have anything on your person? No? Dogs on the search, okay? Arms straight up. All right.
What is it?
Do not move. Canine's alert. Canine's alerted.
We check everything.
Fentanyl.
He went into secondary. They asked him if he had anything on him. He said no. The dog alerted to his groin area, and he immediately said yes, that he has some fentanyl pills down there.
Good boy. Good boy.
He had about 176 grams of fentanyl pills inside of him that were double wrapped with condoms. That's a lot of pills to be inside somebody. So we seize the drugs, and he'll be sent to the local authorities where they will continue on with the prosecution.
You want to escort him with me? You and I'll escort him. We're going to take him to the head house.
Hey, go ahead.
Mark him? Be careful, don't overstep, you'll fall.
Yeah. Take little tiny baby steps.
You're the rock star, Dave.
Good boy. Yeah, good boys. Yes, good boy. I think the dog is probably one of the best tools to have, honestly. Good boy. They always seem to just amaze you, you know?
Ready?
Go ahead and knock before we hit.
Give me some good ones. Loud.
Police, got a search warrant. Open the door. Police, the search warrant. Coming in.
After we made entry into the residence, we found a target of the investigation. The agents are talking to the individual who we believe is the actual recipient of this package or who ordered the package online. Yeah, one more thing for the search warrant is written in there for biometrics. So we got to see your finger. A portion of the warrant talks about biometrics and using, face or fingerprint to open up a phone. We're just completing that step right now.
I'm not asking for your permission.
In the court, you are required to do this.
He's very confident, almost cocky in some sense. He does kind of know, obviously, why we are here.
Their dots this year has been absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially, I was wondering if you saw more with the COVID. Yeah. People looking for stress relief and everything. We found numerous electronic items in the house that we're going to be taken back to our forensic lab to be analyzed.
Our next steps are to conduct forensic analysis, see if we can't determine where this packages came from, the source of the drugs, the overseas vendor on the dark web. This is definitely the key to it.
What's important about this particular case is to try and stop, the flow of these tablets and potentially, causing injury and or death to people in the community that may find themselves taking them. Okay, great. Today we did exactly that, and I consider what we've accomplished a true success.
When you're a baggage rover, I consider it being a hunter. You're always paying attention to see who may look suspicious, or sometimes you just want to do a random pop. So let's do a random pop. How you doing? Can I see a passport, please? It's a volume game. We search a lot of bags, and a lot of times it's negative. All right, well, we're gonna just do a quick bag check. But she was by herself, and she had a lot of bags, so we're just gonna look and see what we find. Okay. You have to turn this. All right, good.
This is for my auntie. When
From
my
your
uncle
uncle?
come in, somebody take everything.
So is this your bag or no?
No.
When you say, oh, this is not my bag, then all of our alerts go way high because we're wondering what the heck is in that bag.
Everything from my uncle.
What's your uncle's name? What's your uncle's name?
No, I don't.
What is your uncle's name?
I forgot.
You forgot?
My cousin. The wife is my cousin.
From your cousin husband?
Yeah.
The wife is gonna come get the bag?
No, a husband.
The husband? All right. She gave you the bag. Did you even open the bag to see what's inside?
I don't know. It's just
You don't?
crazy, but I don't know. It's gonna be good.
Why are you taking somebody else's bag? If it's not your bag, you shouldn't be taking it. You don't know what's all this. What is all this? So much stuff. What is this, melon? Unidentified liquid. What is this? You don't even know what this is.
Nothing.
You don't know nothing, huh? What is this? What the hell? What is that? Narcotics, drugs? Do you know what it is?
No.
You don't know what it is because it looks like cocaine. You don't know?
No. Nothing.
We're gonna have to test it.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see what the heck this stuff is. So now it's just analyzing. Starch, baby powder, and dextrin from corn. Okay. All right, yeah. If it was cocaine, it would have said that. So we tested it, it was negative. But this lady has a lot of stuff. What else? Put the next bag up there. Put it up there.
Yeah, this place is loaded.
We are currently on our way to a briefing with the supervisor of the HSI Miami Marine Smuggling Group. His group at the seaport and our group at the airport work really closely together to combat criminal activities that are happening throughout the Miami port system. We are going to talk about a case where his team seized a yacht that was being used to smuggle a significant amount of cocaine.
We have 3 vessels here that we seized. This is the most recent. South Florida is a boating community. There's tons of boats everywhere, so very difficult to regulate that traffic. We have a pretty decent amount of trade with the Dominican Republic and a lot of recreational vessel activity between the Dominican Republic and the United States. You know, yachts, sailing vessels that are transiting, so that provides opportunities for these organizations to kind of mix in with that legitimate travel and exploit it. Initially encountered the vessel coming out of the Dominican Republic into Fort Lauderdale, actually. Did a custom search, immediately found 5 duffel bags full of cocaine right here in the salon area. and then additional cocaine down below. It's all stacked up on this bunk here. They basically used the area behind this bunk.
Okay.
Cocaine was back in here. 456 kilos of cocaine. Found some more additional evidence in here. One of our principal defendants was actually sleeping there on the trip. He had 40-something thousand in cash.
Outstanding.
They do an at-sea transfer, so cocaine goes from the boat out of the DR onto this boat, snaking their way through the Bahamas, stopping for fuel, and then into the U.S.
And how many subjects were there?
4 were taken into custody, 2 were arrested. The captain was on this boat that night, but we did release them as we collected evidence. The investigation took a little bit of time, but the plan tomorrow is to go out and execute an arrest warrant for him. We're going to wait till he comes out of the residence and hopefully prevent a situation where we have to try to track down somebody who's trying to evade getting arrested.
What is this?
I forgot.
You forgot? You don't know what you packed? Coffee.
Coffee.
What's this here?
This is my medication.
For what, headache? Ibuprofen?
Headache, yeah.
Pain, for pain.
Headache.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's good. Put it back in here. All right, this has a lot of stuff. What is all this? What is this?
Medication.
What do you have all this medication for? Your friend have a pharmacy? Does your friend have a store? Is he a doctor, this guy, or what does he do?
A doctor.
More pills. What's this? This is Dolo Stop. Some kind of syrupy liquid in her bag. It was like a traveling pharmacy. What people use this for? Huh?
I don't know.
You know what this is? This peptide, quinidine. What's that?
She don't know nothing.
She don't know nothing, yeah. She claims, yeah. So it could be poison. You don't know what it is. The main issue is that, 1, she didn't declare any of this. It's not like 1 or 2 for personal use. It's like 50 plus. 2, she has no clue what this stuff is, and neither do we. Look at these pills. We don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And we can't test it in such quantity. So all this is gonna be turned over to the FDA. No, that's going with us. So this is all going. It's all going. It's all going. They'll determine whether it's okay or not. If not, then it's seized and destroyed more than likely. It was a good stop. It was a good stop. It was a good examination. We're trying to find contraband. We're trying to find things that aren't allowed into our country, and she had a lot. So we're going to release you, okay?
Okay.
So next time, just be more careful with what you take back, okay? It's very important that people know, don't bring anything here that's not yours or that you don't know what it is, because it could be narcotics, drugs, weapons. Don't do it. It's not a good idea.
We're going to be executing an arrest warrant. The individual was identified as part of an investigation into a smuggling organization. This guy actually was the captain of a yacht that came into Miami with 456 kilos of cocaine. We obtained a warrant for his arrest, and we're going to be executing that warrant this morning.
I'll have you guys staged right here in the corner.
Okay.
Get a direct eye to the house here, and then he will be here at the end of the street facing north. Once the takedown signal comes out, just come to the residence and just provide extra cover. Who are the other possibles at the house? His son. It looks like the wife was heading to work when I drove by this morning. And a gentleman that was there yesterday, I don't know, he kind of looked like a visitor at the house.
If he does get into a vehicle, just try to keep containment on that street. All right, so we'll head over to the location.
Good to go.
All right. Arrest warrants are, inherently dangerous just because we're going into an unknown. In this case, it's the subject's home, his residence. Some pre-operational surveillance has shown that he's departing the house pretty regularly in the morning, mid-morning. So we're just going to wait till he leaves to try to mitigate some of those risks of going into his house and grabbing him. So we're on the street of the subject's house, getting set up now, getting everybody in a position. You always want to try to dominate the situation, so I think we have 6 officers back here today. We're dealing with traffickers that smuggle hundreds and hundreds of kilos of cocaine. Anything can happen.
Be ready to go.
Yo. Hey, how you doing, man? See your passport?
Finding narcotics is very difficult nowadays.
Have anything in your pockets?
Back in the days, you open the bag, it's bricks of cocaine. It's not like that anymore. They're getting smart.
Blaster.
You can probe it on the side.
There's no set weight. As we find it, they're looking for ways to hide it better. We're going to be working in Trinidad now. Sir, passport? Trinidad is known for narcotics, so we like to hit this flight. How you doing, passport? Are you traveling by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the purpose of the trip?
I found to buy clothes.
You have a company over there?
Store.
A store? What's the name of the store?
Stylistic.
You have any like little like business card or anything? Okay. How many bags are you bringing in?
I bring no bag.
Is this?
Yeah.
How do you get your stuff?
I'll buy my suitcase here.
When did you buy the ticket to come?
Yesterday.
So was it planned?
Yeah.
And when do you return?
Friday.
Can you talk to her a little bit?
Okay. Feel free to take it.
Me?
Sure, I know your question was it you or somebody else?
Amarota.
You kind of know that, no?
Amarota.
Okay, we're gonna go through immigration and then we're gonna go through a customs inspection, okay?
Your hotel, it's already paid for it yet?
No, not yet.
So when are you gonna pay for it?
Tonight when I reach.
Está como que muy regado, ¿me entiendes? Demasiado regado.
We do have a lot of medication coming in. And a lot of people travel to Mexico or Canada, and they'll buy over the counter or they'll pay somebody to get scheduled medication.
These appear to be loaded syringes of a yet-to-be-determined pharmaceutical. All of this medication coming in that's not approved by the FDA. It's a big problem.
It's in another language.
People not knowing exactly what they're taking, people self-medicating, people dying. We have Schedule 2, Schedule 3 narcotics without a prescription. These are the things the United States right now is trying to stop. Can you put a couple boxes up here, please? So everything that is here that I'm about to go through is yours. You take full ownership and responsibility of everything.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have any plants, fruits,
No, no.
No.
currencies of $10,000 or more?
No.
Usually when we have families arriving from Vietnam, they on average have about 5 boxes. I'm gonna go through your bags. What I need you to do is just stand behind the yellow line right there as I do as such. Please make no sudden movements towards me, okay? We have about 14 boxes. Looks like fish cakes, a lot of fish cake. What is this one?
Fish.
Fish, some cashews. They love having their home food like fish, squid. They bring clothes and medications. Let's not forget about those. That's codeine. This is prohibited. It's a Schedule 2 narcotic.
No, big one. And when we go out in the country, and my husband really bad and coughing, think that my country is really cold. And we buy cake, that's it.
You got this stuff everywhere, don't you? How many of those did you buy? How many boxes?
For what?
The codeine.
That's it.
That's it? Everybody's coughing now. Isn't that amazing? So that's OTC. That's over the counter. That's for dermatitis. Yeah, these right here are the ones I'm worried about right now.
I just bought only one thick one. Thick one, three, and my sister, she say, and somebody buy for her. That's it.
Okay. Let me check these right here, okay? It says neocodeine on it, but if we're gonna do the right thing and find more information on it, that'll tell us what we got. These are the 500 milligram.
My least favorite thing is waking up early. The plan was to wait till he came out to make the arrest on this individual. But since we have not seen the subject go out of the residence and his vehicles are parked out front, we decided to go into the residence and try to make the arrest. We're just waiting for a helicopter to help cover the rear of the house. I've been doing this for, I think I'm on my 16th year now, and I have an inkling that something isn't right. It's extremely easy to leave if you wanted to, get on a boat and go to the Bahamas. We would not have any way of knowing.
And we're just getting set up. Give me a few, and I'll let you know when I got good eyes on.
There we go. We're going to go ahead and try to make contact with our subject here.
Good eyes on.
Good copy, standing by.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Come on up. Come on up. We're looking for Fentanyl. Yeah. Where's he at?
I don't know. He went out last night. They're coming out today.
Well, how many people in the house?
Right now, it's just my auntie and my cousin. Me and my old girl just went to work. My mom, she went to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you call them out, please?
Leave the door open. Leave the door open.
Can you come over here, ma'am? Any weapons or anything inside the house?
No.
No, no firearms at all?
Okay.
Nobody else inside, right? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check the house, all right?
How come you guys have a warrant?
We do have a warrant, yeah. Wendell's not home.
I'm not gonna find Wendell in there, right? You don't seem too sure.
¿Está buscando la casa?
No.
¿No sabe dónde está?
No sé.
Nadie sabe.
No.
Si lo están diciendo mentira.
Yo no soy de aquí, yo soy de...
Okay.
And I came late last night, so I just went straight home and straight to sleep.
Where's your bedroom?
My bedroom's on this side.
Okay.
Like, my parents' bedroom's on the other side.
Upstairs, downstairs?
No, this
Oh,
this
yeah.
one from out.
Okay. All right. Good? Yeah.
It's the police.
Careful. Nice and slow.
Hey, what about?
Careful. Nice and slow.
Hey, hands, hands! Put him up!
I got him.
Tiene una orden para tu arresto, ¿ok?
Roger, you guys are clear. Thanks for all the assistance from that one custody.
Thank you, guys. Stay right there, okay? The son answered. We asked if his father was home. He said no, obviously. We said we're going to check inside. He said his dad definitely wasn't home. He left last night, went to the last bedroom back of the house, and he was down, crouched in the corner. So we were able to take him into custody, no issues. So we're going to transport him over to the office. The arrest was best case scenario. The subject was taken into custody, nobody was injured. So all in all, successful operation. Down here in the marine smuggling environment, we're still at it, and we're going to continue to try to identify folks who are supplying cocaine, other vessels, and other individuals here in the U.S. who are facilitating, other smuggling ventures.
All right, copy, brother. Thanks. I just got a call that our gang unit has a search warrant as part of another investigation that also involves cocaine being smuggled aboard boats from the Caribbean. So we're heading to start preparing for the larger takedown that's going to happen.
UK tested. Start his medication. This is a neocodeine, and it's a derivative of codeine that's reported in the countries of Lebanon and Vietnam. Those are the two countries that produce this. Being a derivative of is sort of like, I guess you would say, hemp versus marijuana. Is there some there? Yeah, it's to the itty-bitty, minute percent. So, first time, pat on the hand. Don't do it again.
Me?
Do not bring this into the United States again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Let me tell you, next time somebody go over there, I tell don't bring.
Okay.
Me, no more. No more that one. Now I got it. You remember me, I promise.
Fist bump.
Never, never.
All right. Put that stuff away, no more.
Yeah, yes, no sir, more.
Thank you. All right, you guys have a great day. We're gonna release them, and there will be information for the next time they enter to look for these items. If they have it, they've been warned, and at that time they'll be receiving a penalty and a seizure on these items.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Some don't know, and you can't hold that against them. Some of them do know, and they've been doing it for a while, and they supply their store with it. I tested stuff the other day that came back as sulfuric acid. So think about that. You're buying something outside the country, you're bringing it in. You're actually killing somebody. We have to protect the United States. It's what it's all about, and I take that to heart.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. This is your bag. Everything inside is yours. Let me get your jacket. She's very disorganized. So right now, it's just about having a thorough interview because we want to be able to catch him in a lie. So you said you want to buy about how much clothes?
Today, 500.
But you got to pay for the hotel.
Yeah, I will spend like 22.
And that's after transportation, food.
Yeah.
Okay. How much money are you bringing in cash?
500 and 2,000.
And you are 100% sure that credit card has $2,000?
Yeah.
Now, if there isn't, then you're getting caught in a lot.
I wouldn't be caught in a lie because my daughter had to load it. It's a reloadable card.
Okay. I'll be right back. We have a lot of passengers who come here with the same story. They come to shop to the United States to resell it in their countries. However, most of the times, those passengers actually have a plan. And she's only coming for 1 day. Normally, when these people come, they come for 3, 4 days, because if you don't find something that 1 day and you go back home, what was the purpose of your trip? So we have to make sure that she's authentic, because we have had incidents in the past where we've had passengers come in with the same story who have swallowed cocaine.
She hasn't paid for the hotel. She admitted she hasn't paid for the hotel. She has $500 in cash. She says she has some money in her credit card, but you think this will work here?
Well, that's like a debit card.
It's like a gift card, basically.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is that her name?
No. What
It's a
is
different
it?
name.
Karina?
It says Karina. It's not gonna let her use it.
Then there's something she's not telling us, or she's just lying.
Yeah, put her in the pat down room.
Yeah. Put your stuff away and come follow me, okay? I'm gonna put her in a private room to speak to her a little bit more, see if I can get the truth out of her, and see where the story goes from here. Take a seat right here. I'm gonna search your body. What's her daughter's name?
Karina.
So the debit card is hers, right?
Yeah.
She's too calm. She's been through this before, obviously. She's been put in that room before. She's been patted down before. She said that she made those Jordans, and that last time she stayed in 3 months, there was a few Jordans that were dropping, like new Jordans, that she was exporting back home through here, and that's why she stayed here.
Last minute ticket, low income. You know what? Make phone calls. Call her daughter, right? See if the story makes sense. If it makes no sense, if it's completely off, then we write it up. That's it.
Give me your daughter's number. I'm gonna give her a call. Okay, wait for me. She didn't answer.
Now to check the phone, see what you see on the phone.
Yeah.
She literally only has 3 contacts right now. I don't know what you want to do.
I want to see if she actually leaves tomorrow. We can have outbound check if she's taking stuff out. If she doesn't take anything out, she came and she passed minutes. Or she's taking out cash. I don't have enough evidence to keep her, but every piece of information that she gave me, I couldn't verify anything. Come this way. So I'm gonna make sure that we have an inspection on her way back to Trinidad. Make sure she's taking out merchandise. I'm gonna be looking after you, okay? After, make sure that you leave tomorrow. If she's not, then she's lying about something.
We got Santiago, landed about a half hour ago. See your passport, sir? Dominican Republic is one of the source countries that we have.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? You have your bags checked in? You can't go by gender, race, age. Could be a senior citizen bringing it in a wheelchair.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick look inside of your bag and then you'll be on your way, all right? Come this way.
Have you ever been inspected before? No? I'm gonna open one of these, okay? What is this? Oh boy. Yep.
Wow. All this stuff? So one of our officers found boxes and cases.
These are antibiotics.
Yeah. Maybe a few thousand pills here, man.
This is Cialis.
Anti-flu, kind of like Tylenol. It's got Viagra's over there. All different types of Viagra's. Liquid version, pill version, injectable version, massageable version, all made and sold in the Dominican Republic.
Give me the pill. Sildenafil will pop up on this right away every time, so.
Wow, comes up as nothing. It says that it's not found.
Definitely counterfeit.
Taking counterfeit pills, you don't know what you're ingesting in your body. They could have fentanyl, and fentanyl is killing people left and right nowadays. Everything is not allowed by the FDA, so now pretty much it's seizable. I think she tried to use the wheelchair as an excuse. It throws you off a little bit because you think little old grandma's not gonna bring anything in. Depending on your status, you could actually be deported and banned from ever entering the United States.
We have information that cocaine is being smuggled from the Bahamas on vessels. It's being sold from a trailer here in the Miami area. The trailer is what we call a trap house, which means nobody actually lives there. It's just used to sell narcotics. So we are currently on our way to this place to execute a narcotics search warrant.
The trap house is in the area with a lot of gang activity. And the subjects have a lengthy criminal history involving violence. We also have intelligence indicating that these subjects may be carrying firearms.
So we're utilizing the HSI Miami Special Response Team. We're here to enhance everybody's safety. That's the only reason we exist.
Stand by one. Roger that. Keep us posted. Omaha, careful. Is everybody set? Everybody's ready for the go. Copy that. Arriving at the location. They're said, get down.
That's it. That's them. Let's go.
Back to you. Go, go, go!
Police! Push it! Push it! We're at the back. Go, 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 go!
Back to you.
Go, go, go! Police! Push it! Push it! We're at the back. Go, 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 go!
This is going over a fence.
Let me see your head. Step towards me. Do it now. Got him?
They got him, guys. They got him.
Everybody secure inside?
Yeah.
There was one guy manning the trap house, the individual that ran away, but he was caught right down the street.
The operation went exactly the way we wanted it to, almost textbook. We were able to conduct a breach of the fortified fence on the exterior. There was no threats or anybody in the way, so we were able to do that safely. So we did have the primary subject hop a fence. We were able to call that over the radio, so he was taken into custody. We have search teams that are going through the location now, looking for narcotics, firearms, other evidence. As far as I'm concerned, this operation could not have gone better for us.
Good morning. The day before, I saw this female coming from the Caribbean. She told me she's coming to purchase clothing. She owns a store in Trinidad and told me she's leaving today.
You seen him?
Anything yet?
We have an inspection outgoing. I want to make sure she leaves, and I want to make sure she takes back merchandise. If she doesn't leave, then we have a problem. And she leaves with no merchandise, we have an even bigger problem. Maybe she came and she passed payments.
Blue shirt says love.
I see it. I got her. Hello. Hi, miss. See your passport, please. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Coming with family?
No.
No?
Check your luggage and you'll be on your way.
You want to go inside? I'm a carry on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the purpose of the trip?
I was told, so I come to buy some clothes.
Oh, okay.
And when did you came into the U.S.? So yesterday? Just one day? It's not enough time to shop. It's too little. And when you came in, how much money you brought into the U.S., cash money?
I had 500.
Oh, okay. Then how much money you taking back home?
Not a cent.
No cash? You went sure you spend it all?
All here.
Oh, okay. Very good. This is a new stuff or your stuff? Your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have any receipt of the stuff you bought in the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
After checking her bags, we feel like the purpose she initially told me is legitimate. So I'm gonna go ahead and release the passenger right now. We get a lot more negatives than positives. But I'm gonna keep looking, we're gonna keep talking, and who knows, maybe we'll actually find something.
Thank you for your time. Have a good flight.
What are you bringing back with you from over there? Yes. Anybody give you anything to bring? No.
Travel together? Yeah. All right, come on, let's take the bags, all right?
Anything to declare?
Oh. Why is it so heavy? That's weird.
You wear these?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna go fetch me. Give me a second, all right? San Pedro. So you can see how it's darker?
On the bottom?
Yeah.
It's like really like dense?
Very dense and completely off the sole. Yep, they're loaded.
Oh, definitely.
There you go, white powder. From the odor, I'm gonna say it's cocaine.
This is the sole of the shoe, and that yellow packet is loaded.
Get a test kit. Oh, this is so thick. There you go. Blue. Positive for cocaine.
I'm just gonna take you to another area to process you, all right? Your wife know about this?
No.
It's not time to be lying to her. Your wife know about this?
Yeah.
She does. So why she acting like she don't know about it?
I don't know.
The only thing that's loaded is those shoes?
That's
What
something
else?
else.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
All right, sit her down.
They're gonna weigh both the shoes together. They're big. Look how wide these shoes are.
Wow, the smell is so strong. Oh my God.
It's like a weird mustard smell.
Yes.
This is what we do all the time. It's a cat and the mouse game, you know? One finds it, everybody helps. It's a team effort.
Just your thumb like that?
So much hard work. We get a lot of negatives, but when we hit, it's just a good feeling.
That's right.
Lately, we've been seeing huge trends of people ordering stuff off of the dark web. People have ordered fentanyl off of the dark webs. Nowadays, it's leaning more towards prescription pills. and we're just trying to catch everything that shouldn't be coming into the country.
Okay, you can run it. This is mail that came in late last night. We're doing routine scanning on it to see if we can find anything. Good. Hold on. You can see the pills. Looks like a book almost. It's labeled protein supplements. It did look like supplements, but in a lot of cases, it's not the right kind of supplements. Definitely doesn't look right. I believe it's a prazolam, commonly sold as Xanax. You can tell by the bar shape, quite a lot here too. You got probably 10 or 15,000 pills here. If it was legitimate, it would have some markings on it, not just pills in an envelope. We were getting these pretty regularly. It's highly addictive, and chances are these aren't prescribed for someone. They're doing this on their own. You actually don't know what you're getting. I'm gonna get a quick weight just to see how much it is. 3,400 grams. This is a massive amount with a high dollar value. People don't get pounds of pills. A normal person couldn't use this in a year. So we're gonna have to contact our HSI agents, and they take it from there, whether they would like to do a further investigation on it.
All right, so what'd we end up finding?
Approximately a little over a kilo of coke, baggies, cash, scales.
How much cash do we think we found?
About 600 bucks.
600, we're still counting it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's crack too, right?
Crack, marijuana.
How many baggies of crack we got?
5 bags. We got loose.
And the subject is still not willing to speak to us yet, is that correct?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, this is good. With this kind of weight in his possession, maybe this will make him more amenable to sharing what's going on with us. For a neighborhood like this, for them to be sitting on $30,000 worth of narcotics and just selling it willy-nilly is pretty significant. Our next steps on this are going to be trying to turn this into more of a federal case. We're going to be looking to identify the broader network that we want to pursue for investigations and potential prosecution. Outstanding work. Good job.
Excellent. The residents are going to be able to sleep peacefully tonight, knowing that these guys are not selling this amount of dope to citizens of Miami.